Hello, everybody. Are we? Welcome on Saturday evening. We are here for a bit of Lanternsong. We have with us Mr. Kaelen, played by Swift, Astraea, played by Roxy, and Angus, played by Bo. Before we get started tonight, I'm just going to pass you over to Roxy. She has a few announcements to make, and then we'll head off.
Good evening, nerds. Roxy here. Just wanted to give a few heads up. If you haven't already, join our Discord. We have a Discord community that we're constantly providing a rotation of one-shots and even our flagship campaigns. So down below, you can see our Discord. Join it. We'd love to have you. If you just want to talk nerd chat with us, join the Discord for that too. Also, don't forget, tomorrow we got the next episode of Power and Prophecy. That's going to be smashing. And then Monday we've got our Everlorn campaign. So come on by.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Right. Let's kick off, shall we? Everyone ready?
Ready.
Indeed.
Good. Yeah. What's that? Yeah. That was a yeah.
Yes.
After waking by the pool, the party quickly realized that Kenny had been infected by biting a spider's eye. Using the pool's regenerative powers, they managed to heal him. However, recognizing the danger of his condition, they made a difficult decision to leave Kenny behind and search for help. Venturing deeper into the dungeon, the group entered a massive chamber, where they were faced by a strange and powerful creature known as Kraxus. After a hard-fought battle, they managed to defeat the beast. But what was more shocking than they could have imagined is that Kraxus' body disintegrated into ash, as the swirling remains formed a torrent that entered through Angus's eyes, ears, and mouth. An ancient, menacing voice echoed in their minds, taunting and threatening the party. Angus's life began to slip away before their eyes. Suddenly, an unstable portal ripped through the chamber. Astraea heard the voice of her long-dead father, urging her to run. Acting quickly, the party carried the unconscious Angus and jumped through the portal, escaping just in time. After explaining themselves, they arrived in Maiden Shield in the town, and it was peaceful, but there had clearly been a battle in their absence. The party was immediately apprehended by the town guard and accused of aiding the cultists. The town guard took them in to see Captain Eldelin, and they were only ever let free because of Jaden Zavnor, who vouched for their innocence. The group were released and directed to the Ever-Bright Sanctuary, where they sought healing and answers for Angus, whose condition remained dire. With Angus stabilized, the party made their way to their favorite tavern, the Pickled Pig. They recounted their harrowing tale to the barmaid Grunda, who listened intently as the group tried to make sense of their ordeal. However, the night of terror was far from over. Angus was plagued by a disturbing nightmare that evening. A dark and swirly storm with a monstrous face swirled in a cloud of dust in front of him. As it went towards his face, consuming him entirely, he awoke with a start, filled with dread. Trouble looms on the horizon for the party, as their journey is far from over. The party wake in their beds, modest beds, for the price that you paid for them. You wake in your beds, the morning has started. What would you like to do?
So, I'm gonna just wipe my eyes, weary eyes, look around. I want to check, am I in my own room?
You are.
I'm assuming.
You didn't get
okay.
No, remember,
I don't see a
I'm
large...
in my own room.
Okay, what else is in this room? Is it a very basic room?
It's a very humble room. The paint is peeling off the walls, the plaster is cracked. The bed was surprisingly comfy for what you paid for it. I believe you probably got some Grunda rates. But, this isn't a 5-star establishment. This is a bed and board. It is a hostel almost.
Basic.
But you probably had the best sleep that you've had in a long time there. Very homely.
Very homely, and I'm sure Kaelen has had far worse night's sleep. Is there a window in my room?
There is indeed. It looks over the courtyard.
Okay, can I peer out and have a look to see who I can see, what time of day it is,
Absolutely.
how long I've slept,
Yep.
all that type of
roll me a
stuff.
perception test. Roll, please.
Perception is coming up. 14.
14. You look out the window. There is the morning's starting to kick off. There's a slight drizzle in the air. You can see people bustling about. Marketeers are starting to set up stalls. They're carrying their wares to the main market square. There's a little boy playing football just out the front, a little tiefling lad, and cats and dogs just wandering around.
Okay, don't see any suspicious activity, any
Nothing.
culty looking strangers.
No, this is a beautiful day in Maidenshield, apart from the slight drizzle in the air.
Okay.
At this point, Astraea, she has been up with the sun. She doesn't sleep anyway. She usually meditates during the evening, but being such a nature lover, she was up long before these boys. And so Kaelen hears a frantic knock at the door. Get up! It's time to get up! We gotta get going for the day, you lazy bum!
Oh.
And then she's going to move on to Angus's door and do the same.
So I'll go and open the door and sort of peer out, still a bit sleepy, and say, what's the rush? Why are we going, how long have you been up?
You have been asleep for like practically half the day already. There's so much to be done in the morning. Get up.
All right. Well, is Angus up?
Angus!
Yeah. I use thaumaturgy to open up my door. I'm sitting at the foot of my bed. I'm already dressed. My pack is ready to go. My walking staff is sitting next to that. I'm already in, my normal clothing. But yeah, with a flip, just Angus flicks 2 fingers and uses his thaumaturgies, if you will, and it just opens up the door. I'll wait for the
bit of a creak on the door,
and I go, yeah, I'm ready. It's been a long night though, and why don't you 2 come in here for a minute?
Oh, Angus, hang on. Usually people pay me for this sort of service, but okay, just this once. I'll stroll in. What's up, little man?
It once again, just like I described it, obviously looks like Angus has been sitting here for a little while already. He probably looks a little bit haggard. Definitely still demoralized. Like you can just tell in his demeanor. He looks up to both of you. He's staring like at like the floor, and he looks up to both of you, and he's got glassy, teary eyes, and he's just like, "We need to move on. We need to move on. You're right. I thought about it, and I think he's gone. In fact, I think Kenny's gone. I don't think there's any getting him back."
What makes you think that? Did you see something? Are you feeling okay today?
Angus sighs in just like resignation, like he's just defeated, which is very out of character for any kind of halfling. Usually they're somewhat plucky and happy-go-lucky, and just like, I think there are bigger things at play here. After we left, after we left the sanctuary, I didn't get a good night's sleep, but I don't think we're going to get Kenny back at this point. And I think going back to wherever Kenny may be might lead to more of us in the same situation, and I don't want that.
Yeah, if there's any more of those Craxus things, I'm not interested in going back down there, if I'm honest. If he turns up, he turns up, but we move on.
Can I make an insight check as to whether I noticed that Angus is different today or darker?
If you both roll. can both roll an
Me as well?
No. Whoever's making it, who's making Astraea and Angus. Just both roll. Just see who's got the higher.
Okay. I will, but to be honest, I don't think it would be hiding it. I don't think Angus would be hiding it. It would just be. It would just be like I'm relenting on the roll, but because I get to roll dice.
Astraea is still nervous about that shadow that went into him.
It's down to Angus how he wants to portray that.
Well, like I said, anything. Let me try to get my. Let me articulate this properly. You rolled high enough to notice that it's just kind of like a sense of depression, defeat, demoralization, mixed with, I mean, I'm not turning into Gollum or anything like that. It's not like, oh, there's nothing that's like signifying that like I'm different, except for like I didn't hop up and have my shit like on and offering somebody, fucking food or something, like that pluckiness is gone, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the once very plucky, happy, cheerful halfling that you met in the square it's
right.
looking tired, worn. His eyes are
there might
dark
be even
and,
maybe a little bit of baggage maybe underneath the eyes, but not like a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look sickly or anything. It's just he had multiple hours to decompress, and contemplate what happened.
Okay.
Hey, Angus.
Like I said, Astraea, Kaelen, it was a long night.
I just want to make sure you're doing okay. I'm still worried about you.
There's a slight quiver in his voice, it's been a long night. But
Astraea looks nervous about it still because, she didn't feel like they knew what they were doing if we did get that entity out of you. And so she's still concerned since we don't know what it was.
Sure. So Angus takes in a deep, long breath and hops off the bed and grabs his shit, slings basically like a messenger pouch type backpack satchel, if you will, over him, grabs his staff, which he has taken the lantern off because it's no longer Lanternsong. And goes, yeah, so if we're not going to go after him, what is the next step then?
I think we still need to go back to where we were knocked out and kidnapped. We need to follow those steps.
Still gonna go talk to the widow?
Janice, that's it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Rusco, come here. Rusco's gonna. I'm gonna look at Rusco and then look at Angus, and Rusco's gonna jump into Angus's arms because he needs a cuddle.
Angus absolutely accepts it 100%. He grabs Rusco, and Rusco jumps up and he groans a little bit because we're about the same body weight, mass wise. But yeah, he gives him a squeeze and a rub between the ears and puts him back down and says, "Let's go talk to the widow. Let's see if we can figure this out."
You guys can just hear the sort of moving downstairs, the sort of clunking of plates, barrels being rolled, and the tavern's starting to come alive.
You want breakfast, Angus? You feeling breakfast?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
If you guys got up at the crack of dawn like the rest of us, you could have had the best breakfast ever. Early bird gets the worm, you guys.
That's true. let's hit breakfast.
I'm out of game laughing already because I'm thinking about Power and Prophecy and how they got a bunch of birds in their fucking group. And they might actually be eager to eat worms. I don't know. However, I want bacon and fucking biscuits and shit.
Probably just gonna get pickled pig instead.
Yeah, pickled eggs or something. Like yeah, man. Angus is all about breakfast. He's all about that shit.
The warm smell of spiced porridge and bread just starts to waft up the stairs.
Yes.
As you descend from the stairs into the empty tavern, you hear Grunda's unmistakable voice, deep and jovial, carrying over a murmur of with the morning patrons. However, she isn't alone. Across the bar, a figure casually leaning against the counter, a tall minotaur, standing tall with jet black fur, streaked silvers in his hair, a mark of his age. He carries himself with a heavily runed staff that crackles faintly. You can see the sort of arcane energy sort of just like puffing off of it. The stranger's coat is intricate weave of dark crimson patterns, and their gear suggests a traveller accustomed to long journeys. He exchanges a few words with Grunda in his low tone, and his face partially obscured by his big mane of hair that he's got around his head and his horns. The stranger notices you coming down and briefly gazes up at you and looks back at Grunda and gives her a nod and starts to walk out.
I guess we don't recognize this person. Minotaur, did you say?
It's a Minotaur, yeah.
We haven't seen or bumped into this one before.
No, it's very rare to see a Minotaur. They're
I was
very
gonna
rare
say.
species, especially on this side of the battle. You know.
Oh, Nerdz Astraea, go and get his autograph. Stall him.
Autograph? Oh, okay. Astraea's gonna. Astraea is first going to use her. She's going to use her druid craft to create a lovely lavender and orange scent that just follows behind her as she walks over there. She's going to kind of fluff her hair a little bit, and hi there. What's your name?
Why, hello there, miss. My name's Wassafir.
Wassafir?
That's
a
my name.
Lovely name.
That's my name.
My name is Astraea.
Well,
Nice
to meet you, Astraea.
I couldn't help but notice you across the bar. I don't recognize you. What's a handsome fellow like you doing here in Maiden Shield?
He sort of huffs a big huff out of his nose, just sort of looks at you like, He knows he's a Minotaur. He's just so, well, I got myself some business I just got to deal with, so I come to see my good friend Grunda here, and I'm going to head on out, I think, miss. Pleasure to meet you. And he just
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Not being rude, but he just sort of carries on walking, heads towards the door.
As they're talking... Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, as they're talking, as they're discussing, I would have walked up to Grunda and, hey, Grunda, who's the horse mane hair looking guy?
She bends over the table because he's still in the room and...
Oh, it's Wassafir. He's one of my oldest friends. Yeah, he's a quiet one, but he is sharper than a dragon's tooth. He's been hired by the Sunvale Guard to look into this cultist mess. They seem to think there's a little bit more than just a rabble, you know?
So he's hired?
Yes, they hired him.
Do you know him from way back when, then?
Me and Wassafir go way back. He's a hell of a brute. He fights you and he fuck you, you know? He's that kind of guy.
Oh, God.
He's been chasing leads all over the Falanor. He doesn't say much, but when he does, you better listen, you know?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Grunda. And I'll sort of skip and hop over to Wassafir as he's leaving and said, hey, is Wasafir? I heard you're after some cultists that we may be able to have a vested interest in both of us. My small group and yourself. I don't know if you.
He just takes a look at you, looks you. I mean, this he's probably about 7 foot tall. He just looks you
Well,
up
he's a
and
beast.
down, laughs at you at one single horn, and just keeps walking.
Okay, that's when Angus uses thaumaturgy and shuts that fucking door in front of the Minotaur. And he says, yeah, like the door or whatever it is, the door, gate, whatnot. It shuts naturally. I believe my friends want to talk to you, good sir. You're a real big fucker, and I'd hate to have to humble you. So let's go ahead and work together instead of against one another. And
Grunda's
we
just
can
doing
help.
it. Grunda's just like. Wasafir just humble, like sort of just he's just chuckling under his breath. Oh, you puny little child, you really don't know who you fucking with today. Grunda starts to panic, I'll get some drinks. You want some food, Wasafir, you be kind. These are my friends. They're good people. You be good people. Wasafir just looks and just... You gonna open this fucking door or what?
So, hey, Kaelen and Astraea, I'm not trying to walk over you, DM, but why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
Oh, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Nah. Well, actually, you know what? What's your passive? What's your
That's a
passive?
1.
Oh, my passive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your passive? That's what I should have asked.
Astraea seems absolutely nothing.
I'm
12.
14.
Yeah, so Angus had shut the door using thaumaturgy, and that exchange happened, and Grunda was all doing her thing. And you guys continued on, and I don't know, at some point you look over or whatnot, and Angus is balling up a fucking fist underneath the table.
I'll notice Angus and just put my hand on his shoulder. And, hey, Angus, don't worry about it.
All
Let
right.
Black Beauty go. He's all right. We'll
He's-
catch him up later on.
he's he's a big fucker. He wants to call me puny. Okay.
Nah, just
And I do. I reach over and I do another wave with my hand. And the thaumaturgy would open up the door, as long as the door's not locked. So I'll wave the door open.
It's
Be like,
a fucking good job you done that, because I was about to break Grunda's door. Evening, Grunda. Bye, miss. Looks at Astraea and walks off.
And I'm going to wave to him a little wave. And then I'm going to walk back to the table in a huff and just kind of put my elbows on the table. I'm not very good with people. I hung out with mostly animals growing up. And so I tried, but I failed.
So as he leaves, I'll sort of look at Angus and Astraea and go, give me 2 minutes, I'll be back. And as Wasafir leaves, I'll sort of attempt to stealthily follow him, just for not long, just for a couple of minutes, just to see which sort of direction he's off in and
Can you roll a
where
stealth
he's
check?
going.
Yeah, do me a favor, Kaelen. If you're gonna die screaming, okay? That way we know.
Can you roll a stealth check?
Hey, Grunda,
16.
I need a
16.
bowl of that spiced oatmeal.
One bowl? You, Angus? What you want? You want some stinky pickled mackerel, or what you after?
Ma'am, why don't you go ahead and give me 2 of your daily specials and have one wrapped up in a linen to go, please?
You're a beautiful little man. I love you to bits.
Just turns around, just goes into the kitchen.
We want a big special. I can do it spicy porridge.
That's what you hear.
There's no-
You just hear that coming from the thing, and you just hear this small
I end
dwarf
up-
just giving it. Oh god, yeah, okay.
Angus ends up encumbered by 2 breakfasts, right? Like,
Hey, Grunda, do you by chance have any coffee?
Coffee? No. We have fire tart ale, or We have some water, but I'd be dubious about how good it is, I'm pretty sure old Elson in the kitchen cleaned his hair with it last night.
All right, I'll take the ale. I don't like drinking in the morning,
but... Grunda ale. It's brewed in my own hands. Have I told you? I crushed the grapes with my feet.
I'm going to look
two
at
big
those
tankers.
feet.
Yeah, it comes over 2 big tankers and a bowl of spiced porridge, which actually looks quite nice. It's got sort of like oatmeal, just oats sort of like sprinkled on the top as well. So it's quite decorative.
Yeah.
And Angus gets 2 bowls, and there's 5 eggs in each bowl, and 2 smoked mackerels put in the middle. And she goes,
"This gonna keep you hungrier."
Lamoire's glee, and a big old smile comes across his face. He takes the bowls and turns around, and the smile immediately drops back down to like monotone look. It goes to the table and starts getting down.
I'm surprised you're not going to put that porridge in your little drink container like yesterday.
Still got it. Still got the meat. I still got the meat pie.
Is it still good?
In your water skin.
we don't question the state of it.
Well, we do if it's gonna hurt your tummy later.
Angus and Astraea, can you please remove 1 gold from your things?
Mm-hmm.
Kaelen, you were following Wasafir. So he heads out the door.
Not too close.
Yeah,
but yeah,
no, that's fine. He heads out the door and he turns the corner back in. So he's going back towards Maidenshield, like the center of Maidenshield now. And as he turns the corner, you lose him in sight as he goes around.
Okay. I'll sort of trot up to the corner, stealthily hugging a wall, and sort of peer around just to see if I can.
As you peer around,
catch him.
He's sat there, stood against the wall like this.
Okay.
Can I help you, my half-horned friend?
Just Manta, horse. I was just
horse
inquiring because.
You couldn't stop talking, boy, or I gotta stop whopping this floor with you.
We were just after some tips from a beast as yourself. Obviously, have dealt with cultists before. Should we know anything about them if we come into contact with them?
Look here, boy, I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not gonna tell you my business. So why don't you fuck off?
It's unfortunate, but maybe our paths will cross again.
Maybe. Why don't you leave the professionals to do their job?
Okay. No problem. You take care of yourself. And as he walks off, under my breath, I'll just go. Just walk off.
You watch this huge Minotaur figure just walk off, and he's sort of chatting with a couple of the Sunvale Guard in the sort of market centre. He's got, he walks over to a wagon. He's got a horse, and he's just sort of loading stuff in the back. He sort of peers back round at you, but he's done. You've forgotten about you already.
So I'll just head back into the Pickled Pig.
Okay.
Sit down next to these guys and just go, "Well, he's a friendly chap. I'm not sure he wants us in his business, but certainly one to be aware of if we're chasing the cultists as well."
As Angus shovels soup in his fucking face as quick as he can, like with his mouth full. Are you trying to say he's bullheaded? and goes back to eating.
Even Grunder behind the bar just goes.
I'll just sort of give Angus a jovial punch and a boisterous punch in the shoulder. Good one. But he did look like he was off somewhere. He was packing a wagon up, so I guess he's leaving town.
Angus, can you roll me a Constitution check, please?
I can.
He's stuffing his face.
16. Good. No, you are chowing down. You're doing really well for a man of your size.
Some people have bags of holding. I have a stomach of eating, devouring, I should say.
Your sort of halfling heritage allows you to store
Yeah.
food almost like a hamster.
Exactly. I've got hollow legs. That's where I keep them.
Astraea is delicately eating her porridge. It is very delicious. Probably the only thing so far at the Pickled Pig that she has enjoyed eating. But she's kind of leaning a little bit away from Angus because the smell of his fish is coming her way, and she doesn't like that.
I'll trot up to Grunda, just up to the bar, and just say, "Oh, Grunda, can I grab a real quick porridge as well to go?"
What porridge?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good choice.
Not a porridge, yeah?
This is the good stuff here. That was a good choice.
Yeah. I'm not. I'll leave the fish. I've had too much fish.
You just see this little dwarf poke his head out, and he goes back in again.
Poor guy. So, guys, are we heading straight to Janice, or are we? Do you want to hit up the captain, find out about this Minotaur guy, or head somewhere else?
Well, it seemed like our big friend really didn't want us to be involved in his business, although I think he was brought in because of our business. Would have been beneficial for all to have a conversation with him, but he didn't want to have one with us. So be it. I say we go see the widow.
Yeah, I don't think we should waste any more time on that.
And Angus, like, for the first time since you guys interacted today, gets animated. Gwenda, I have a request.
Yes, yes, my little friend.
It's gonna sound a little strange, but do you think you have and I'm trying to think of the word, and he's like, literally, I'm articulating this. I'm trying to think of the right word to make sure you understand. Like, I'm looking for a tin that could, a tin of, I mean, this is the Pickled Pig. You've got pig fat, right? You got some lard, maybe something boiled down that you'd cook with.
Oh yeah, we have some bits and pieces, some guts and stuff at the back. Is that what you want?
Okay.
You want a little container?
No. I'm thinking like whenever you fried the eggs, right? You fried the eggs on some kind of like bacon fat or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously,
we use either the fish fat, or sometimes we got a bit of whey left over from where we pick up the pig, and it all saturates, comes to the top. You scoop it off. It sticks to your hands. It smells like shit. Sometimes good to eat because it smells quite nice, but you fry it's nice.
I got that big shit-eating grin on his face. That's exactly what I'm wanting. But I want a tin of it. But I want a tin. I want a little tin of it with a top that I can take on and off. But it's going to be traveling with us, okay? So I need to make sure it has a top that can be like
1 minute, my friend.
stubborn.
1 minute.
She goes out into the kitchen.
Anson! Where's that fucking tin I had? The one I used to keep all the gherkins in. Yeah, fucking.
She comes back out. She's sort of putting this big cork in the top of this little wooden barrel. It's probably sort of 4 inches round.
That is so ideal. It's absolutely perfect. I say it. It's absolutely perfect. Thank you so much.
Oh, Angus as well. I have that jar you asked me to put out for Kenny.
Uh-huh.
And we had a couple of drunk guys in here last night. They got kind of wrecked. You know, they drank a bit too much, and they 11 gold went into it. So
fantastic. I take the 11 gold. I'll add it to my character sheet.
What was it? You got paid to take it instead of you paying for it.
There we go.
What can I ask you going to do with it, fat? You going to put it on your skin? Grunda uses it. You put it on your cheeks. It makes them blush. The men cannot keep their hands off of you.
Well, now that you mention it, Grunda, I'll keep that in mind. That wasn't what I was going to use it for, but now I know it has a variety of uses. a couple different things, Grenda. One, whenever we were dealing with, the stuff that we've been dealing with, there have been a couple times where if I had some kind of like a grease, like a lubricant or something, it would have helped. It would have helped. It would have helped squeeze through small areas. We could also start fires with it easier. With a little bit of hair, even braided into a wick, I could make a candle out of this, and we could have fire in a place where we didn't.
It's a very
Have
good idea,
access
my
to
little
it.
friend. Very good idea. I tell you what.
She cuts off one of her braids, hands it to you.
You keep that for a
Aw.
little keepsake for Grunda. Eh? You can sniff it at night.
Oh. Thank
What's
you.
it smell like?
It doesn't.
It smells like ale. This literally as though it's just been like hanging behind her in a bar in a
Smells
tankard
like
behind
it
her.
smells like vinegar, smoke, and questionable decisions. That's what it smells like. No, I take it and like I immediately put it up to my heart with both of my hands, and I'm like, oh, it's like cherish, you know what I mean? I'm like, thank you so much.
No problem. You look after my hair, yeah? You'll think of me
Oh,
when
yeah.
you burn it. The smell will make you remember my beautiful face.
Bleh. I didn't say that out loud. That was me thinking about burning hair. That was Bo, not Angus.
Yeah, Bo, you're at the table still, right?
I would imagine at this point, yeah, like probably what would have happened. Well, let me ask you: do you want me at the table?
I was
Yeah, I
imagining
was
that
just
at the bar,
gonna.
wherever you want to be.
Well, I'm making my way over to the table then, or maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's actually perfect. I'm gonna lean over to Bo and whisper to him, I can make fire anywhere, right?
In the same lean, Angus says, "I'm not using it for a candle."
Makes sense. Just wanted to make sure you remembered.
Kaelen's looking at Angus like, you're a strange little man.
Astraea, stop questioning. I don't begin to understand.
I got my can of slop. I say this quietly. I got my can of slop, my jar, my tin, my whatever of slop, and got bellies full. Got extra food we want to take with us. We should probably go talk to a widow.
Let's
Sounds
do
like
it.
a
The
good
morning
plan.
is wasting away.
Let's rock.
The three of you stand up from the table, walk out of the now almost your home that is the Pickle Pig, and you head out into the streets of Maiden Shield. The drizzle is stopped, and it is a nice day. It's a beautiful day. People are getting about their jobs, and you can see, just life is starting to reoccur again. There's no signs of the previous battle that you had with that was taking place in the town, and it's Maiden Shield is back to what it was. Where do you want to go? Do you want to head straight to Janice's house, or?
So, is the sanctuary located en route to where we're going?
No. So Janice's is probably about 400 meters from the Pickle Pig. Because if you remember, you chased the cultists down the alley as you came out the Pickle Pig, and then you were by Janice's, that sort of area. Everbright Sanctuary is about half a kilometer into town.
Okay. Then don't worry about it. I look around, and once again, I take in a deep breath of what is fresh air and cleaned up area, and Maiden Shield rebounds quickly, and I hope their memory isn't short. It was this way, right? And I just kind of point toward down the road to Genesis.
Yeah.
I'm going to
please,
shrug
this way.
my shoulders because I'm really good at navigating out of town, but I'm overwhelmed by the towns and all the streets and stuff.
These roads throw you off.
Yeah,
right?
the hustle and bustle, the roads. I don't know where anything is. Everything looks the same to me.
As we start to walk off in the direction, I'll sort of pat Angus on the back and goes, "There's a little man we left behind. That's a normal Angus."
Kaelen,
Okay,
you've touched me 3 times since I woke up today. What is wrong
Oh
with
yeah.
you?
And I'll sort of wipe my hand on his sleeve. Sorry about that.
You're awful touchy, my friend.
And then we'll head off.
As you start to walk down the streets, you can hear the very familiar noises of merchants in the distance and the town life going ahead. You can almost hear a Timmy just doing his job in the distance. Merchants are wandering to their stalls. You can smell food and goods being baked. People are putting their washing out in the courtyards of their houses. An old lady's throwing a pot of who knows what out the doorway into the streets, into the drains, and you walk up to the widow's door.
I think Angus would give a gentle rapping on her door.
It's a couple of minutes before she gets there.
Home? I mean, it's early morning. Surely she is.
Can I take just a quick check around the place, make sure it's there's any of that suspiciousness going on?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, I would take a couple steps back and look up and see if I see smoke coming out of the chimney.
With a 15, there's signs of life inside. You can see somewhat through the shutters. She hasn't got curtains or anything like on the windows. She's just got wooden shutters on the outside, which haven't been opened yet, but you can see there's a flickering of light on the inside. And, bodies moving around.
Okay.
When looking around the outside there, do I see anything as a remnant from that night that we got knocked out?
Nothing more than the sort of scorned streets that you've seen from the battle. So there's nothing specific to what happened to you guys, but you can see in the distance there's a couple of broken windows and there's a door that's a bit kicked in and people are sweeping up still. They're still tidying up. It's only 2 days later, so there's a pile of rubbish in the corner, that sort of thing. But nothing that actually reminds you what happened on the night.
All right, I'll just kind of kick a rock around looking at the ground. I don't see anything here that indicates that night that we were kidnapped.
All of a sudden,
looks pretty
door
tidy.
opens, she's got a foot behind it. Hello?
Hey, morning. Are the kids around? I smile.
They're at the sanctuary. Just they spend the mornings there sometimes with the. Come on in.
And she opens up the door.
Sure.
As she pulls the door open, you notice that she's got a sort of a dagger in her hand. She sort of tucks it in her dress behind. Come on in.
Please.
Hey, I brought you breakfast.
Oh, she looks at the. He looks at what
Yeah, I
you're
literally
offering.
like when she says "come on in," I come on in like I fucking live there. Okay, like I just come on in. I come on in, go over to the table. I'm like, hey, I brought you breakfast, and we've got a couple questions we'd like to ask you. You said the kids are at the sanctuary, right? They're going to be gone for a little bit.
Yeah, they've headed out for the day. So come on in. I've actually been meaning to speak to you, and
She sort of looks at the breakfast and she don't know what to do with it, and she's.
I'll take it off her hands. I'll sort of
Passes it to Kaelen.
I'll put it on the side.
And she pulls a stool up and she sits at a little modest sort of 4-person table and just. Yeah, I've been rechasing my thoughts of when Lorik last was here. And I did remember something actually. The tomb. It's not a lot. I can't offer much, but the tomb that Lorik was investigating was it was towards Evermorn. And, he did say it was about. He said it was around sort of a mile from the outskirts of Evermorn.
Eldrin's crypt that you mentioned?
I don't know the name of it. Yeah, it was something along those lines. Eldrin, yeah. I believe it's known as Eldrin's Crypt, but that's all we know. That's all I know about it. But that's I remember that it was towards Everlord, and I meant to tell you afterwards, but you guys disappeared, and then we had the battle. And, it's all been a bit crazy a couple of days.
Okay. No, that's
you
exactly.
okay? Because you look a bit shaken. Is that just from the battle, or is that from someone else knocking on your door?
I'm doing all right from someone that's had their town raided by raiders, their husband gone missing, a single mother in a big town like Maidenshield. The Sunvale Guard are good, but we gotta look after ourselves. She sort of puts the dagger on the table.
Absolutely.
So Janice, are you gonna eat that? Motioning over to the bowl she handed Kaelen.
She looks down and smirks and sort of this nice warm smile comes on her face. So not like her face changes from the sort of scared sort of individual to like this is what I need. And she goes, no, you help yourself.
Okay. Well, great, fantastic. So, and I get the bowl from Kaelen.
I'm gonna rib him in the ribs right as he goes to grab for it. No, let her eat it.
Well, she wasn't gonna eat it, was she?
You've already had breakfast.
2.
Janice, were you gonna eat it? Janice, were you gonna eat it? I didn't think you were. I thought you gave it to Kaelen.
I mean, you bought it for me. If you want to eat it, Angus,
That is
eat
not
it.
polite.
Honestly, it's absolutely fine. Angus,
Janice, I apologize. Janice, I misread the room. I didn't think you wanted it. I wasn't going to let it go to waste. That's all. That's all.
Help yourself.
Well.
Have you had any luck with looking into Lorik's disappearance? I sure hope you have.
As I say, I don't mind if I do, and I take the bowl and slide it over, and kind of go ahead and start to get into it. I take a coin purse out that has 11 gold pieces in it, and I say, by the way, we're working on that, but I wanted to make sure that you got this firsthand. I didn't trust anybody to do it other than us. And Grenda over at the Pickled Pig, she put together a little bit of a charity for you. And we hope that maybe this will buy the kids some clothes or some food or help you out however you need it, okay?
This is far too kind. But very welcome. Please, eat the fish. And she just sort of puts it in a little satchel down by her side. So, one thing I must warn you, this crypt is fraught with danger. By myth, I don't know much about it myself, but from what this is a small area. We do know what's around, and it's known to be quite dangerous with sort of undead guardians and I don't know if it's true
looking
or not,
at Angus and Astraea.
Undead, it sounds stuff of stories to me, but that's the word that I'm hearing.
Janice, where is Evermorn from here? How far is it? Do you know?
Evermorn, and she. 2 seconds. She starts shifting through a little box next to her. She pulls up a map.
Oh, a map!
You're supposed to say it with your mouth full.
I do. I don't know. Angus gets like visibly excited when she's like, "Oh, I got this map." He's like, "Oh, map!"
Don't you have those other maps? Is there one that you can compare to this one? We can take a look.
Oh, Timmy's dodgy drawing.
Yeah.
Got a map for every season.
So, these are just some maps that we were given due to the Lanternsong. It's a bit of a celebratory map, so they're not very accurate. This scale, it looks like short distances, but it's further than anticipated. But you can see there that And Evermorn is to the west for Maiden Shield.
Okay. Okay. I quickly slide over the food, and I dig into my pouch, my carrying bag, whatever, and I'd like to find a map that I have, because I have a lot or several of them. One that might be like a regional area map, and we could try to correlate where it would be.
These are the maps you
And
bought from Timmy, are you looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I bought maps on 2 different occasions, so
Both from Timmy.
He bought all the maps from Timmy.
Yeah, if there were maps, I bought all of them. So yeah, just like whatever map seems like it's the most reasonable in comparison.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna motion over to Astraea, kind of like maybe she could do the legwork of figuring it out, like together. We could do it together. Like, look, okay, it could be here, it could be here. Kaelen, like, it could be over here.
So as
in this area right here.
As you're going through the maps, you have, I think you got 3. There was one of the Spire Peaks, there was one of Falanor, and I think there was one of Blackwater. So as you're pulling through them, obviously the Blackwater and the Spire Peaks don't really make sense to be looking at. The one of Falanor is actually a bad version of this.
Okay.
That's been
As
hand-drawn.
I thought.
It is roughly accurate, and there are a few sort of other markings on it, but it's pretty much exactly the same. Almost like it's been traced.
Sure. Badly.
You did open the. You had another map that you bought from Timmy. Which was
map of clues.
Map of minor clues.
Mm-hmm.
Which sort of hints in the direction of your next quest. That one, as you open it up, the map in Harry Potter which shows where people are. I can't figure what it's called.
Yeah, the little feet,
yeah.
The walk around the footsteps. Yeah.
So as you open this map, there's just there's a slight little marker just in Maiden Shield that's just showing you where you are. It's exactly the same as this map. Exactly the same. Probably in slightly more detail. But it's showing exactly where you are. And there's a faint glow towards Evermorn. Sort of around the village of Evermorn.
So I'll point between Maiden Shield and Evermorn and sort of say to Janice, Janice, how... I don't know if you've ever travelled this distance before. How long do you think this may take us, either by foot or if we had a horse and cart or some sort of taxi there? In the form of a travelling circus, maybe, of
so that
16, 15 other Angus.
Evermorn is about 50 to 60 miles away.
Wow. Okay.
There are other small hamlets on the way, but these are the most renowned areas. There are hamlets in the area, but these are the most established towns in Falanor.
And this crypt, it's supposed to be outside of it, right?
From what Lorik told me, it was around the outskirts, a mile or two from the.
Well, if we can get to the area, we can probably find it, gang. I think so. I'm optimistic about that. Thank you, Janice.
No problem, Angus.
Janice, sorry, one thing. What did Lorik look like? Did he have blonde hair? Was he?
She smirks.
Human?
And you can see that she's not looking out of her eyes anymore. She's looking at an image of him in her head, and this sort of look of love just comes over her face. Just beautiful brown hair, green eyes, a chin you could crack walnuts on. A very stocky, adventurous type of man.
Did he have any notable markings or tattoos or anything?
No, he wasn't one. He used to. He wasn't a fan of a tattoo.
Did he wear a wedding ring?
No, he didn't have a band. I got a band, but we couldn't afford it, so he just bought me one. But no, he used to. He used to judge the ones that had tattoos, all his workmates at the Sunvale Guard. You know, he was disgusted that they would tar their body with such markings.
Was there many of them with tattoos, particularly on their face, or don't know?
I don't know.
Didn't say.
I never used to meet that. I rarely spent any time with his work.
And have you had any other people or people with half a horse for a body knock on your door, or?
She looks like, what are you on
What?
about?
Have you had anybody else knock on your door?
It's more like
asking
a
any
half
questions, or?
cow than anything else.
Yeah, maybe a donkey or something like that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, nothing of that description. No one's been around here. It's just me and the kids.
No, that's
After
cool.
we
Yeah.
left
Hopefully it stays that
the
way.
other day, did anybody knock on your door or make any noise outside?
I heard the commotion of the battle. And I barred the door, and you look over to the door and there's just a big lump of wood that she just usually would have just threw it in front of the door. And me and the children went upstairs. I had Lorik's old sword, this dagger, it was all ready, but by the morning the Sunvale Guard came round and announced that, the issue had been dealt with, and we came up our houses.
I'm glad that you guys have that.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that you have redundancies. Here's the thing, Janice. You were honest with us, and I want to make sure you understand that we're being honest with you here. So we're retracing our steps to see if there's anything we missed, because after we left here, there were, as you know, there were a series of dark events that happened with the battle and the fighting and such. And we're trying to put these pieces together, and that's why we're here today. We're just trying to figure this out. But we're glad you're safe. And
well, I'm glad to hear that not everybody has given up on Lorik. Seems to me I'm called the Widow now.
Yeah.
But in my heart, I still feel that he's alive.
If he is, we'll do our best to.
We're still going to do everything we can to find him if we can.
I'm glad to hear it. And I pray every day that he does. I pray to Glamour.
Before we leave you, Janice, sorry, is there anything else you can think of other than giving us a good idea of
nothing more, mate.
Aldrich's crypt in Evermorn? Anything else, or
no?
No.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got to go get the kids.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, we'll leave you to it. Angus, you finished that weird fish porridge thing?
I bet you I could. So I bet you I do.
Down it.
Want a con roll?
I want a con roll.
Dragging his ass out of the house.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have the itis. Be like all slow and exhausted.
Astraea is shaking her head, but grinning.
Boom.
Angus is shoveling it in. He's just like, okay, let's go. He's just trying to get it in as quickly as he can, and you can see him.
finger for the.
Yeah, and he just walks out, and he's he loses.
Might have been much. Might have been a much. Yeah.
I'm gonna like shovel him out the door, so he doesn't puke inside of Janice's home. I'm just gonna get him out the door.
Yeah,
Janice is
we'll
like,
both grab a shoulder and drag him out. Thanks, Janice.
Nice to see you, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. And please, if you find my Lorik, dead or alive, please let me know.
No, of course.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll do everything we can.
Okay.
Well, you guys, if we're going to head over to Evermorn, I don't know. Do you think we should go on foot? That seems like it might take some time.
Well, it would take a little while, I guess. It seems quite a distance and a bit of a travel. But yeah, I don't know if we want to check in with captain. I can't remember his name now. What's the captain thing?
All should know this.
He wrote it down.
It's Captain,
Oh,
it's
Sheriff-
Captain Gaius Eldrin or Jaden
Eldrin.
It's Jaden.
Jaden's Lavnor.
Jaden
Yeah,
is
he's
who.
You are under
Well,
the
I don't like
jurisdiction
that
of
captain.
Jaden's Lavnor.
That's it. It's Lavnor, isn't it, Jaden? Because the commander guy left him to us, didn't he? He said
Yes.
basically we're under his
Under his
watch.
watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because I didn't like him.
Yeah. I don't think you got on too well with him.
Didn't like
should we
me
check
either.
with Jaden, or should we just do our own thing? I don't know.
I think we should just head on out.
I don't
We
think
don't
we
have
need-
anything to report at the moment, so
I don't think there's any need for mounts. There are other little burgs along the way, hamlets here and there. If we need to stop for something, we can always stop there. I think the three of us are capable, especially with you, Astraea, of traveling on foot and being relatively
absolutely.
safe. Not to mention,
I'm very good at hunting, and I can get us a good fire going. We can cook our food and camp out.
yeah, not to mention that if we're on horses, we might end up being bored, and then we don't pay attention, and then we miss something.
No, sounds good to
I
me.
have lovely conversations with the horses I ride, so I'm never bored.
Okay, well, it's,
I think we could make it on foot. I personally, gang, I think we could do it on
I'm
foot.
totally with you. Let's rock. And as we start to walk away from Janice's house, you sort of notice that Kaelen's sort of comfy in his shoes with his brand new socks that he's got as he walks off. It's like the comfiest he's ever been.
Oh, hey, before we leave, I do want to pop over by the sanctuary just real quick. I'm not even going to go in. I just need to pop over by there. Gonna
Do you
do a
want to
thing.
Come with you, or you want to go?
Yeah,
in?
yeah, come on. I definitely want you to come.
Oh
with
no,
me.
let's go.
So let's make it real quick and head over there.
Sounds good.
Oh, lead the way.
As you walk
I
down
lead the way.
As you walk down, you pass through the market square. You walk down the back wood over the bridge, and you're just heading up the hill towards the Everbright Sanctuary.
Is there anyone, Angus, you wanted to see? Is it because there was a couple of elderly priestess, wasn't it?
No. Actually, it's no, not really. I'm gonna come see a statue.
Oh,
I'm gonna see the.
carry on.
Was it Aldenor? Was that her name? DM, I apologize.
Alanara.
Alanara, I'm
The
so bad with
the
names.
statue in Alanara is actually inside but you can go inside if you want to go inside.
Yeah, I went to visit the statue of Alanora.
Okay.
I'm gonna just sit out on the steps near. Sort of. Do I see that homeless guy again? He was outside last time we visited.
Roll me a perception check, please.
Well, and I'm kind of looking for anyone else, not just the homeless guy, but obviously anyone suspicious. 16.
With 16, you look around and there's a couple walking alongside the river, back by the bridge, and the homeless guy's on the steps.
I'll sort of look over, just
same
nod
place
and
you left him last time. He sort of got his head between his hands and sort of looking down at the floor.
so I'll just sit on the steps up to the chapel on the opposite side, just sort of keep an eye on him and keep an eye on what's around. And that's it. I'll let Angus do his thing.
Angus, you going inside?
I would like to go inside.
Okay. As you open the big door, you sort of two-handed because the handle's quite hard. And what you actually notice on the door is they've got handles at different heights, so that people of different sizes can pull them open.
Sure.
And you pull open these big doors and you walk inside, and you can see the huge golden statue of Alanara Maidenshield in front of you.
Cool. Angus walks up and with a formality does, some kind of verbal, or not verbal, but like somatic movements with his hands. With Christians, it would be the cross or whatever the thing is. I'm not well versed in religion, but it's something. I do something like that. And then I kind of slowly meander my way around the statue until I find a loose stone, DM.
Okay.
That was that I noticed a while back that I didn't act on, and thinking about the bigger picture of the events that have gone by. I'd like to try to find that loose stone and obtain it.
Roll me a perception check. Investigation.
Okay. Whenever I did that somatic thing, if I'm investigating, I go ahead and cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Investigation. And then I'll throw a 4 on top of that. So a total of 11.
You look around the statue, but you can't quite make out where you'd last seen it. You remember it being on the sort of east side, but you can't make it out. Just you're touching all the rocks, and you're
Gotcha.
sort of puzzled about where it is, and I don't know what you are baffled about. Remember seeing it, but you can't remember.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I get a puzzled look on my face. Damn it! Should have taken that thing earlier.
What's Astraea doing? Sorry.
I was not going in. I'm standing outside of the door, just kind of looking at the sky. I thought I saw a bird fly by, and then I got distracted.
Oh, pretty bird. All of a sudden, Angus, from behind you.
Oh, Angus, how you doing, my beautiful baby child? You okay? How are you feeling?
And it is Lyria Alenda, the priestess that you spoke to the day before.
Sister, I've had a long night. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long night.
Oh, me too, Angus. Me too.
I think I can deal with this. I think I can get by. But look, we have to look at bigger picture things right now. And please excuse me if I'm being too forward. But
well, my child, what you described to me is deeply disturbed me, and so much so that I took liberties on Alanera's Dawn Shield's permission to access the Forbidden Archives last night. A place even I dare not tread lightly. There, in an ancient tomb, I nearly clambered into dust. I found this couple of lines of script that I thought might interest you.
And she places a book on the table next to you, and it's sort of black leather book, silver clasps coming over the top, and as she puts it down, all this dust flies up around. You got the sort of smell of sort of smoke, and the dirt sort of falls off it. You can tell this is an old book. And she opens up the page, and she's got a bookmark, and she opens up, and you can see at the top it says, The Oath of Ash and Chains.
The Oath of Ash and Chains?
Mm-hmm. There is a ritual that exists, one that binds a banished spirit, or in rare cases, a banished deity to a mortal vessel. The host becomes its instrument, its hands, the material world. And in return, they gain powers they were never, ever meant to have.
She sort of traces her finger down the page. And she starts to read, she sort of squints and looks at it, licks her finger.
Ew.
When the veiled one casts beyond the veil, its form is lost, yet it still endures. A mortal vessel is chosen, bound by ash and oath, forged anew in shadowed flame. The whole shall wield the gifts of the Forsaken, sights beyond sight, words that break the will, fire unchained from form. But their vessel is never its own. The hand of the banished moves unseen. The price shall be paid in whispers and blood.
Lyria, she sort of stops and sort of frowns, and
it appears that the next bit no one wanted to read.
And she, boom, she shuts the thing.
Or, you You just breathed in a bit of, dust from a dying Ashenvala that, when they die, they turn to dust anyway, It could just be that, After all, Angus, we shall see. We shall see. Well, I suppose we'll find out soon enough, my child.
So Angus has got these big almond-shaped eyes, and his bottom lip starts to quiver a little bit. Like, okay, yeah, I'm sure that's not what's going on, sister. But thank you. Look, like I was saying, well, first of all, wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna need your help. From one soul to another, I'm gonna need your help.
Of course, Angus, whatever you want.
Okay, so back before Lanternsong, was fiddling around by the statue, kind of thumb over, the statue. Look, there was this loose stone, and how do I explain this? I need you to help me find a loose stone at the base of the statue.
What has that got to do with anything?
We'll find out together.
Okay. Let's go have a look. And you have advantage on a roll to see if you can find it. This will be the last time.
Gotta have somebody to help me. I throw guidance again, dude. I want to kiss my, my holy symbol or whatever. I'm like, come on.
His eyes light up then.
Excuse me. Investigation, advantage, and I'll go ahead and throw that forward just in case. So we're looking at 22.
Okay. As the two of you are looking at the wall, you're feeling, and when all hope is lost, you see sort of, and she bends down. What is this? What is this, Angus? Have you found something here?
Well, that's what I was wondering about. I wasn't quite sure if this might be a missing piece in whatever I'm wrapped up in, and whatever's going on in the town and with the Whispering Winds and all that. So let's take a look. And the first thing I do is inspect the stone. I mean, like, if the stone has any etchings on it, carvings on it, anything that stands out.
It doesn't have anything in particular that looks different from anything else, but what it has got is the mortar around the outside. It's a small stone about the size of a mobile phone, and it is all the mortar around the outside is gone.
Okay. Pull it out.
You can roll if you're going to try and prise it out. What, with a knife or something along those lines, or what are you?
Well, you know what?
It's flush. It's flush with the wall. So all you've got is a small little groove all the way around the outside. There's a stone in a wall. So you can roll me if you're going to do. Roll me a strength check.
Well, I'm not going to do that. If it's flush with the wall like that, then I'll just push it in. Let's try to give it a push.
It just got resistance.
Okay, sister, do you think it would be acceptable if I tried this out?
Angus, I think anything is acceptable in your condition. I will go. See what you can do.
And if you want to roll me a strength.
Well, that's going to work out well. Let's see. Just a strength check. Yeah.
Yes, please. Ooh, 11. The DC was 10.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. It's like, this is gonna go over real good.
As you prise, you stick one of your small knives from your backpack in, and you just start prising out the stone in it. It starts to inch forward, and it's only about 2 inches thick, and it just falls on the floor. And you can notice there's a little void inside. And as you reach in, you pull out a small slip of paper.
I didn't lose my hand whenever I reached in. No. I didn't chop it off. Okay.
It was very clearly just a hole in a piece of wall.
Okay, so yeah, I pull out this little rolled up piece of parchment and I go, and I very carefully try to put the stone back in,
Which you
if
do.
you will.
Yeah, which you do, and it
And-
just slides back into place.
Yeah.
Almost
And
unnaturally. Almost unnaturally, just sort of goes.
And then respectfully, I look to the good sister and I say, do you want to open it? Do you want to open it? Or should I?
Absolutely, yeah. I'll open it if you want. Yeah, okay. Okay, I open it. So she unravels it and she. Let's change. What is it? It's a name. And all it says is Flavian Trask written on it.
Oh, plot drop.
Oh,
Levian.
It says Flavian Trask on it. I don't know if that has any meaning to you.
Well, sister, I'm not sure if it does right now or not, but it could in the future. Do you want to hang on to this, or should I?
No, you take it, Angus. You take it.
Okay, I tuck it, and I tell her where the young lady Astraea that you met yesterday or the day before,
Ah, the little done lady, yes.
and
Foul
and
beast.
Kaelen, and Kaelen, the partial
The demon.
the part sister, the partial infernal is
You
what
can
we like
tell
to say.
that Lyra is like old school. She just doesn't care.
Yeah, right,
You know,
right.
it's a little bit like it's not
he's
PC
a-
at all. He's a demon. you know?
He's infernally impaired. Okay,
Infernally
Um,
impaired.
he's infernally impaired.
Well, this
Now-
this is where we can disagree. He's a bloody demon in
Yeah.
my mind.
So we're helping the Sunvale Guard, and we're following up on a couple things, and it's all tying into where we went and how we ended back up here, and the whole thing with Craxus and all the stuff we've already talked about. Where I'm going with this, sister, is that we're heading to the Evermorns, and we're looking for a crypt.
Okay. There's lots of clips
Every-
on Evermorn. There's a reason it is called Evermorn.
Right. But I figured that with all the information that I've shared with you already, and considering the condition I'm in, you should know where I'm intending to go
Absolutely.
who I'm
Well, it's
going-
good. Thank you for
and-
letting me know. I mean,
and who I'm going with.
yes. Okay.
Now,
The demon and the bitch.
Now, have you seen this really big fucker? And I cover my mouth immediately because I cussed in front of her. And I mean, I meant this really large minotaur.
Ah,
He's in town. He's working with the Sunvale Guard.
you
You
don't-
mentioned Grimoire at one point.
there is
you know what I'm talking about?
There's only one Minotaur that I know of in all of Falinor, and that is Wasafir.
He's here. He's in town,
He's in town, Wasafir. He's legendary.
and he's
What's his
working
name?
with. Westford.
Wasafir is his name, yes.
Yeah.
He was.
He's in town.
He is legendary. He has been. Have you not heard the stories about Wasafir and Gristle?
Not too worried about that right now. What you need to know is whenever you run into contact with him, you let him know where we went.
Thank you for letting me know.
All right.
And she's just sort of
And,
walks
and,
off
and you said Gressel?
Gristle.
And I raise an eyebrow and I'm like, Gressel. And I turn around and I head back out to the party.
All the same, young Angus. Only time will tell. Do let me know if you develop any special abilities.
Don't worry, you'll be one of the first to know.
We can only hope and pray. We can only hope and pray. And she walks off into the back.
Cool. So I go out and try to meet back up with these two cats here.
Okay.
Astraea is playing with Rusko on the ground. She's sitting on the ground playing with him. He's
Sort of
yipping
as-
around, doing little tricks.
As Angus walks out, I sort of look up at him, sort of stand up on the steps, and Angus, did you get what you came for? Or got what you're
Covering
looking
bases, Kaelen. I think we're in good hands now.
for? You good to go?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go.
As
Okay.
you set off through the streets of Maidenshield, you see a patrol heading in your direction.
Oh.
It's 3 or 4 Sunbelt guards.
Again.
And at the front is Jaden Slavnor.
Oh, goodness.
Someone's got a crush. There you are.
Good morning there, Jaden. Sheriff.
There you are. How are we this morning? I hope Grunda's been taken care of. She did tell me that you headed in towards Janice's house, and I spoke to Janice, and she mentioned that you headed toward this way. I've been looking for you all morning.
What do you need?
All good, Jaden?
Well, you are under my care, and I have to make sure that you don't wander off as such. It seems our fate is bound tighter than before. And he reaches into his satchel, and he turns around, and in his hand he has 3 badges. Each of them say
Ooh.
Deputy of Maidenshield on them.
Oh, Angus, it's what you've been waiting for.
So Angus is feeling like
Stepping
you know,
like an excited kid.
yeah. The first thing that Angus does, and okay, hey chat, hey everybody, you got to understand that Roxy and I are American, and these two are Brits. So,
Yeah.
so what happens is whenever they're at a football game and there's a goal scored, right? How everybody
We're talking
goes.
American football, not
No,
soccer.
we're talking Brit football, right? Where
Oh,
everybody
okay.
throws their hands up straight in the air and screams at the top of their lungs. It fucking goes just ham, right? Like Angus throws his arms up like he just scored, and he goes ham, and he's like, yeah. He's all excited about it.
Well, Angus, I'm glad you're excited about this. And by the orders of Captain Elderlin, you are now officially deputies of Maidenshield. These badges mark your authority under the Starcrest Compact, and with it comes responsibility. And he looks at Angus, and accountability. And he looks at Kaelen.
I'm surprised the captain agreed to this.
It took quite a bit of persuading on my part. Luckily, I know that you guys are good people. I can tell. And I've seen you guys drink. No one evil drinks like you.
I'll sort of take the badge and almost like it's tainted and it's like stings to the touch. I'll just sort of hold it up and I'll just sort of place it in my little pouch. I'm not even going to put it on. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, Astraea doesn't understand these concepts, so it doesn't really mean anything to her. She just puts it in her bag.
So, what this means is that you are now representatives of Maidenshield. The Sunbelt Guard, you are deputies to them. So if they need you to do something, unfortunately, we're going to have to ask you to help. This isn't a free. You get paid weekly. You also get free lodgings at the Pickled Pig or the Starring Crest, wherever you would like to have lodgings. I can certainly arrange that with Grinda. Starring Crest is a local establishment for military guard.
Oh, is it a step up in the furnishings and whatnot?
To be honest, Astraea, it's probably a little bit more like a barracks, to tell you the truth, instead of
like
a
Angus.
hotel.
I mean, you remember the bathroom.
Well, I thought it was quite nice from what I previously stated.
So, if there's anything we need you to do, we are going to have to ask you to help in a way.
Question. Who do we answer to? Just so we know, is it you only or
Absolutely,
any
it's me.
random guard?
You are answering to me. I am your overseer.
Okay. Perfect. Just
What-
don't want stray people telling us what to do.
My Sunbelt Guard are your seniors, so they could tell you to report to me, but yes, I am the one that's directly above you.
We report to you.
Cool.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Fantastic. Mhm.
All right, so I can't explain to you how excited I am to represent what this badge represents, and and we'll meet up with you soon. And I can't speak for these two, but I'm sure I'm going to go ahead and try. And I'm going to say that we are at your beck and call, Sheriff.
Well, before you go,
So
I have I have your first task.
Immediately, my
First payday?
shoulders slump.
What day is payday?
He just looks at Astraea and just... The old dwarven merchant, Dirty Ironbelly, has got his bloody cart stuck in the mud at the Western Gate. I need you to go by, try and organize traffic, and make sure that nobody is trying to steal his wares or, cause him any trouble. Maybe even assist him. Can I ask you to do this?
Is this a now sort of thing?
This is he's not going to move by tomorrow, is he? This is needs to happen straight away.
So we need to get him clear of the pathway so traffic can keep moving.
First thing I ask of you.
All right, old dwarf with a cart, broken cart. We
head towards the Western Gate. It's unmissable. Big man with big dwarf with a big long red beard.
I turn to Astraea and Kaelen and I go, "Don't worry." I whisper loudly, "Don't worry. We can go to Evermore and out that gate too." and I just I turn around and give the sheriff a good curt nod and a childlike salute, almost. Come on, gang, let's go be heroes.
Okay.
Oh, traffic wardens. Okay, come on, Angus.
Astraea just begrudgingly follows Angus.
Yeah, like a petulant child. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Okay, come on then.
So you're heading towards the Western Gate?
I think we can't deprive Angus of his
we have an obligation.
Excited job that he's got to do.
So we get about a city block. We get about a city block away from we're heading toward the West Gate, and the veneer comes down. Like, I'm not plucky anymore.
Oh,
and it's like look, we're going to take care of this problem, and we're getting the fuck out of town. Agreed.
It's a good thing one of us is good at talking with these people.
Can we, do we not just skip this dwarf guy? Surely.
No, let's do
their
it.
own way around the cart.
Let's do it.
How long do you think this is going to take? We were about to head out on a long trip.
and we still can. It's not going to take very long. We'll delegate it out if we have to.
The later it gets, the closer to nighttime we get, and do we really want to be traveling at night?
It's about 10 a.m. at the moment.
Yeah, so let's get this done. Let's get it done. Figure it out.
Did he say we got to wait until the cart's fixed?
It's several days travel. Just bear that in mind. It's probably 6 days travel.
Yeah.
You prep for 6 days travel?
All right.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
No. Yeah, we are. This is D&D, baby.
What do you think's in the cart? There might be supplies for our trip in that cart.
I'm thinking, guys, can we not just nick the cart? I knew he said it was broken.
I literally turned to Kaelen and go, "That's kind of the plan."
Well, let's just see what this dwarf got. Come on, let's go. Let's play traffic, please.
Yeah. So if we get there and we can't get it unstuck, we take a wheel off, whatever it is, and we just get it replaced immediately. We try to make sure nothing gets nicked off the wagon while we're taking care of this and while we're officially there at that capacity. And then after that, we play it by ear.
I'm doing this for you, Angus. I'm not doing it for him. Come on, let's go.
So as you near the Western Gate, you see this stocky dwarven merchant just stood next to this car, kicking furiously, just kicking the shit out of the wheels, and it's stuck. It's in deep ruts on the road. This is the Western Gate. It's not gravelled. It's sort of the back gate, if you would. It's quite heavily armed, heavily guarded. As you can imagine, but it's sort of a merchant's entrance. They don't want all the mucky wagons coming in and out of the main gate of Maidenshield. As you can see it, there's a cart stuck in the mud, and in front of it you've got a prize ox that is pulling it. We're trying to pull it, and it's refusing.
I swear on my beard, this bloody road Deputies.
Hey there, fella. We're
You've got some
representatives of the Sunvale Guard. We're gonna help you out, okay? Everybody, back away. And what's your name again, there, fella?
My name's Durney Ironbelly. Nice to meet you.
All right. What's it gonna take to get this nag out?
But you tell me. I mean, he's stubborn as a mule. This bloody ox. he will not budge an inch. And look at it. Look at the mud. It's like 6 inches deep. I can't get out. There are bloody roads around here. It's doing my head in. I pay my taxes like everybody. And he's just going on. He is ranting. Absolutely ranting.
So Astraea is gonna go around to. You said it was a cow or a bull?
Yes.
Yeah.
Big ox,
An
isn't it?
ox.
Huge, it's
Okay,
huge,
and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
While she's doing that, it's a scenario where I'm trying to calm him down. Look. We have somebody who's skilled in doing. We have somebody that's skilled in animal handling, and in a gentle way, we're going to get this ox motivated.
Okay.
what you're like with animals.
Roxy, are you going to talk to the... You want to talk to the ox?
Yes, I'm gonna talk to the ox.
Can you roll a animal handling check, please?
Okay.
Seven. Okay. Just for me to know.
Poor roll.
Ian, ox language.
So
Go.
do you want to talk to the ox?
I'm gonna walk up to the ox and I'm gonna gently pat it on the side of its ear and jaw and just run my hand down its fur, and I'm gonna ask it what seems to be the problem here.
This ox is just bloody mud. I'm stuck. That's all he says.
Well, don't you think if we started moving, you might get unstuck?
No, too heavy.
What is it gonna take to get you to move?
Can't.
Darn ox.
You can see that the cart is the problem here, not the ox. It's stuck in the
Okay.
mud. So the ox.
I'm gonna ask it.
specifically saying,
Do you get treated well at home by your master?
okay.
He takes good care of you? Does he hit you a lot?
Sometimes.
Would you prefer to have a nice master? That feeds you well and doesn't hit you?
Yeah.
Well, if you're willing to move so we can get this cart unstuck, maybe we can rehome you with us.
Can't.
We could take you on our adventure.
Oh dear. So you know the big thing. Sorry, you know the big thing out of the labyrinth. You know the big hairy thing.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Oh no.
I love
Okay.
that movie.
Sorry, carry on.
Stuck in mud.
If we can get the cart free from the mud, would you like to go with us on an adventure?
Yeah.
Okay. You wait here a second, okay, hun? Like
Okay.
he can go anywhere.
Okay.
So, Astraea, can you actually? You're talking to it, right?
Yeah. What do we
Yeah.
hear from you, Astraea? Because are you like talking normally, or what are you doing? What do we
Well,
hear?
I suppose if I'm talking ox, what does ox sound like,
I
Dia?
don't know.
You're just so all that
You
you
just
two
grunted.
can see is Astrea's got very close to his ear, and she's just. And you just see the cow go.
So I'm going to pull Angus and Kaelen away from the dwarf or any crowd members if there's crowd members. So look, the ox says that he's not speaking much, so it really we're not going to be able to move this cart from the ox's perspective. It's going to be we need to get it unstuck from this hole. But I did ask him about his owner and how he's treated, and he's totally willing to go on an adventure with us afterwards.
Okay.
Seems reasonable. So maybe what we can do is, I don't know, we got to keep people away from stealing this stuff, right?
What do we see in the cart?
Yeah, I was going to say, can I investigate the cart? Does it look to be damaged or broken or what's in
an
it?
Investigation.
I guess, are you looking as well, Astraea? What's inside and stuff?
Yeah, I'll roll. My investigation sucks.
Oh, bollocks. Got a 1.
I got a
I got
4.
that one with a +5.
I had a -1.
From looking at the wheels, the wheels are probably 3/4 of the way up. The cart isn't actually that big. The ox is big, but the wheels are really small. It's not fit for purpose. This dwarf has saved money by not getting a decent wagon, and his wheels are just clogged. They're just wheel spinning. That's the problem. So it's stuck in the mud. It's bottoming out on the bottom. From looking at the back, you can't see much in there. You just see some boxes and some crates.
All right, so why don't we just unload this stuff, set it over to the side? Kaelen can guard it.
Yes.
We lighten the load. We motivate the ox. Now, Astraea, with your nature magics.
That's what I know exactly where you're going with that. I was just wondering if I could get that mud off the wheels.
I was wondering maybe if you could change the terrain.
Yeah,
Can you mold the earth? Can you mold the earth?
So I can do sensory effects, fire play, bloom, which makes like flowers bloom, and then I can sense the weather for the next 24 hours in the location. But yeah, I don't have anything like that, unfortunately. Let me double check. No, I don't. I don't have anything.
Are you guys
like
going to
that.
help me or what? Like, this is my cart here. Times of an essence. Like, come on.
Sir, we are coming up with a plan. Do you have anything better?
All I've seen you do so far is hug my cow.
So I walk up to
This
him,
guy.
the dwarf. I walk up to the dwarf and I take this pointer finger and I put it right on his lips. And I take my other hand.
Roll an
and
intimidation check.
Yeah. And I pull the badge up. Okay, got you.
Pull the badge up.
Oh, it says I disconnected. Oh, hang on. I'm going to reconnect my sheet, apparently. Well, this is unfortunate. Something crashed. Let me get my character sheet back up.
Reload the sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the plan, I'll start unloading the whatever crates are in there, I guess. Are they heavy? Can I pick them up?
Yeah.
Or kick them off?
Yeah, start unloading them. That's absolutely fine. There's
Okay.
5 crates.
Hey. You wanted intimidation. So.
Nice.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Good. Heck yeah.
The dwarf
So,
just sort of goes.
I just put my finger up there. Yeah. Put my finger up there. We've got this worked out. All right. We're going to get you taken care of. We're going to lighten the load. And we're going to all get involved and we're going to get this wagon out.
Okay.
Agreed?
Okay, well, I'll leave you to your business. That's absolutely fine.
All right. What I'm going to need you to do is stand over there, out of the way, and let us do our job.
Okay. And he wanders.
Thank you. Thanks. And, hey, you, come over here and help us. Hey, I'm a deputy of the Vale Guard, and I'm going to need to requisition your labor for just a moment, sir. Like just a random commenter. I need you to help out. We got to get this wagon moving, or nothing's coming in and out. We can't have that.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
I don't like rolling dice.
As we're unloading the cart, are we seeing what we're unloading?
It's just boxes. It's just boxes.
Oh, okay.
They're
Are
just
they
sealed
closed?
crates,
They're
really.
sealed?
But they're sealed boxes. They are crates.
Do they seem heavy?
They are, imagine, sort of twice the size of a shoebox. And they're reasonably heavy. Got a nice smell coming from them.
Ooh.
Like a food nice smell?
Like a
or...
food nice smell. What did you roll?
So,
Persuasion. Two of the fine young gentlemen of the Sunvale Guard that are on the gates just come over and they're going to give you a hand.
thank you. Thank you very much.
You have two of your work colleagues with you.
Yeah. So we're getting the cart unloaded. Yeah, okay, gentlemen, we're going to unload this cart. We're going to put the stuff over here on the side by the gate. We're going to let the dwarf stand over there with his near the oxen, so he can help guide it out. And we're going to get this thing moved. We're going to take the weight off the cart, but we're going to put the stuff over here. And the good deputy, and I point over to Kaelen, he'll be in charge of keeping an eye on it and making sure there are no miscreants lifting things. Okay. So let's get it undone. Let's get it unloaded. Put the stuff over there.
Let's get this sorted. This has been causing havoc all
Master
morning.
Master Dwarf, if you will, go with young Astraea over here. Go up front. We'll get this problem taken care of.
Real fast before the dwarf gets to me, I'm going to lean over to Kaelen. Do you think I should tell the ox to make a run for it with the cart, like out the gate, and we'll meet up with him after we get it free? Okay.
Run it down the road and then, yeah.
Do we want to wait until it's packed back up? Or he could run faster
might
without...
be worth it. I know. Is it the cart? Because he looks pretty big for this cart. I mean, it's a pretty small cart. I'm sure he can haul it down the track pretty quick.
Okay. Then we should
can
load it back
up
and then he'll run off out the gates and we can meet up back with him.
That sounds bloody good idea.
I'm going to go over to the ox again and just pet him behind the ears and on his snout. Hey, buddy. So after we get the cart loaded up again, after we get you unstuck, we're working on that right now.
Yeah.
To get you out of here, your job. Got one job. After the cart is loaded, you're going to run out that west gate as far as you can away from here, and then you're going to stop and wait for us, and we'll come get you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
What's your job?
Run.
And then?
Stop.
Okay. And wait for?
Lady.
Perfect. Just making sure. Okay, you're a good boy. I'm going to go back and stand with the dwarf.
Good. Stop.
Oh, good Samba. Thank you so much for the raid. You guys, welcome in, Raiders.
Hi.
Hey, Raiders.
Thank you. Amazing.
Welcome in.
I'm just acting as a cow. You know how it is.
Standard.
I love a bit of D&D.
Good like that. Yeah, so let's pull this high stuff here. We're gonna, Kaelen.
Yeah.
You can oversee the security of the wares that were taken off the cart, while all the focus and energy in this area is on moving the cart.
Of course. That's what I'm best at. You do your thing, I'll do my thing.
Gifted subs, thank you so much.
Thank you, Salty.
Holy, yeah. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Wow. Welcome in, game.
Awesome.
So I just realised I ain't got my sound alerts on my screen, so I do apologise. Where were we? Sorry.
Yeah, I realized that earlier.
I believe what was happening was we were getting the cart unloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Kaelen was going to be, air quotes, guarding the wares.
Yeah.
The dwarf and Astraea were going to be up near the ox and I was going to be floating, kind of planning on being like a distraction if I need to be.
Okay. Right. Are you going to push the ox or push the cart or what are you doing? Just going to...
Well, there's a substantial amount of weight that's been removed from the cart, correct?
Yeah.
Am I correct in that? Okay.
Yep.
Then the guards were helping unload.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gonna need you to put your backs into it now, gentlemen. You got this.
Okay, can you roll a strength check, please? All of you, roll a strength check. I want a across-the-board strength check, please.
Gotcha.
I am not pushing anything. I'm stood.
Oh, my.
I'll roll for the guard. Hang on.
God, I got a 0.
It's the first 0 I've seen.
I know.
Okay. Kaelen, can you roll one, please? Just for a
Well,
guard.
I'm not talking to the ox. I'm not pushing.
Oh, just for guards?
Yeah.
Yeah. There. Shit, guard.
Shit, guys.
We're such a strong team.
It takes some time, but the cart is... and it's just starting to move. It's starting to go.
Thank you, damn
Dan!
weirdo.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
the gifted subs.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
You guys are generous tonight. Yeah, the cart is just starting to go back and forth, but it's not shifting. It's just rocking in its place.
Come on, put your asses into it.
I'm gonna, since I'm up front talking to the ox, okay, pull as hard as you can, buddy. Pull.
Okay. And with that, the cart starts to and it's jumping around, and the last cart, a trick crate that's on the back falls off, and the ox is going for it as much as he can. Run! And he's running down the track out of Maiden Shield. The dwarf just goes, my cart! What's the?
You hear you guys hear me yell to the cow, good job, buddy! You don't hear that, though, because it's a cow.
All the crowd, all they see is you go,
and this is when Angus whips his head quickly over to Kaelen and gives him a nod, as in, like, now's the time to be nicking shit if you're nicking it.
Well, I was going to say, I didn't want to interrupt because it sounded very interesting, but as they're pushing it and he's gone, can I dip one of the crates to see if it's what's in there? Maybe a swift crowbar or
so while that was happening, roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, please be better than a bloody...
While he's doing that, I'm going to be talking to the dwarf just to distract him a little bit.
Right.
Don't worry, we'll go get your cart for you. We've got this. You just stay here.
Oh,
no worries.
He's got his head in his hands. My wares is on the floor. My ox is gone. Buttercup, come back, Buttercup.
Oh, that's his name.
All right. And Angus gets real animated. He's like, all right, I'll go help get Buttercup. Buttercup, you said it was. Wait, Yeah, I heard him say that. And I go, Buttercup, and I yell, and all you see is like a muddy dust plume, if you will, from little feet going out the west gate at that point.
So as they're doing it, I've tried a crowbar.
Before that happened, sorry, Kaelen was checking inside the box. She rolled an 18. You open it up, and there is 2 apple pies inside, freshly baked.
Can I swipe them, and I'll
for 18.
Swipe them, and and just put the lid down so it looks like nothing's been tampered with as best I can. What was it? 3 apple pies?
2 apple pies.
Okay, 2 apple pies.
Big ones, homemade.
Nice.
You know he rolled on a table, and there could have been like a Vorpal sword in there, but you got apple pies, bro.
I was gonna say,
you know that's what happened, man. It's D&D. It's D&D.
Potions of healings, or anything. No, apple pies.
I ordered 2. Apple pies it is.
Cool. So I'll walk back over and I'll sort of like nod to Astraea and Angus. Got the goods.
Angus is gone.
And then,
he's
legged off, and he's sorry.
Feet, yeah.
So I'll come and just sort of elbow nudge Astraea and said, Are we good? How like very very quietly, like how far is that thing gonna stop?
I told him to stop outside of the gate, but there's
I'm
no
not sure
telling.
Angus has got the lung capacity, if I'm honest.
He wasn't very intelligent, so there's no telling, but I did make sure he understood his job.
And I'll sort of gesture down the track and say, Astraea, should we be like following Angus? Should we sort of jog after him?
Yeah, I told the dwarf we were gonna go get it back for him, so we're just gonna go.
The sunbow guard that were helping you are now just like look at each other and just shrug their shoulders. Fucking cart's gone, so should we get back to work? And they just start sort of ushering people about.
Me and Astraea sort of jog off down the path, but sort of look back to what was it, Iron Belly, the dwarf?
Dorney
And,
Iron Belly. He's just got his head
Dorney
in his
Iron
hand. He's
Belly.
like,
Oh, this is the worst day ever of my life. I can't handle it.
We're sort of way back as we're jogging off. Don't worry, little man. We'll get your cart back. It's all right. Don't worry. And yeah, we'll sort of jog off in Angus's general cloud of smoke.
so the three of you just trotting off. You can see Angus just legging it behind the cart. The cart is still going. There's a plume of dust going up behind, and you go about I'd say 300 meters, and you've just gone around sort of just over the crest of a hill. You've gone onto the starlit plain, so it's very open, very plain-esque. But there is the road you're on is a mud road. There's little walls down either side, hedgerows as well going down either side, and it's sort of swerving up and down as well. It's very Shire-esque. So, yes, good prompt. We are on the starlit plains.
Nice.
And you come across the cart. The cart is stopped.
Yeah, but when Angus gets within about, I don't know, a handful of meters from the cart, he's probably gassed out. I mean, like he's probably like wheezing, right, and coughing, hands on his knees, like bent over. He's like, okay, oh, and that's
I'll
about
sort
that.
of jog up behind Angus, sort of pat him on the back. 4th time I've touched him, by the way.
Right. Yeah, I'm keeping count.
Sort of pat him on the back and sort of rub him, and as I say, it's okay. Fair play, Angus. That was good running. And as I'm sort of consoling him and his breath, I'll take out one of the apple pies and sort of guess what was in the crate. No goods.
My eyes get real big. I'm still wheezing. I'm a little peckish after that run, and I'll go for a pie.
Of course you are.
No, you might.
I'm gonna tell
that
her
in your,
to Buttercup. You did a great job, Buttercup.
Oh, okay, lady.
Brilliant. Was there anything left? So I'm trying to make a visual of the cart. Was there anything left on the cart, or did we unload everything? And I guess how big is it? Is it a plain Jane flatback cart, or is there is it big enough to carry 3 people?
Yeah. It's like a 2-wheeled cart or a 4-wheeled cart.
The sound alert's gone nuts. I couldn't quite know if it was a sound alert.
I can't do anything. It's not your
It was a bunch of bits and stuff.
Oh, amazing. Thank you, guys.
I don't know what this music does not exist in my world that I created. I don't know what this is.
Adventure music.
Don't apologize. That's a good thing.
No, don't apologize
Thank
at all.
you, Salty. We appreciate it.
Don't know what that sound alert is. Thank you so much, dude.
I tell you what, real quick, I hate to interrupt the momentum that we have going because we're really getting like things starting to move here. I would love a quick bio break and maybe, I don't know, between the 3 of you, or I don't want to volunteer anybody, but catch the new people up on what we do, what the Nerdz is all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do something like that. All right, I'll be right back, gang. Thanks.
Go for it.
Let me just turn those off. No, hang on. Oh, nothing's working today.
All you new people in here and raiders too, if you want to join our Discord, we got a link below. We have all kinds of games and one-shots that we are constantly putting together with a lot of different DMs in the community. Or if you just want to chat with other D&D nerds, come join the fun.
Yeah, we're a new group. We've been going since November. We've been growing exponentially. It's really good, been really good, really fun. We've recently become an affiliate, and it's really spurring us on. We've got 5 campaigns now. We got one-shots. We've got holiday one-shots. You know, it's if you're interested in a game, join the Discord. Come say hello. Not every game is streamed, so if you're shy, don't worry about that. We can just put you on a closed game, and it's all about having fun, and that's what we're about at Nerdz D&D. Right, Astraea. Do you want a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
Guys, 5 seconds. We'll be back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, not 5 seconds. 5 minutes, we'll be back. See you in a sec. we are back. How are we all doing? We've all had a bio break and we are ready to go. So, what are we doing with this cart?
Well, we're going to have to make our way around to the east side and head out that way.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about it is that, I mean, it's plains area around here. We should be able to navigate over that way.
Yeah, we just got to go east. It's the way the sun rises.
Right. So Angus eagerly hops up in the back of. We were discussing the wagon, I believe, like the specs of the wagon.
So the wagon is a very basic wagon. Like I said, the dwarf did not spend a lot of money on this. This is planks and an axle. You know,
okay.
There's sides on it.
It's the rough ride.
Yeah, there's sides on it. There is no access in the back. There's no seating in the back. There's seat for two in the front, like a bit of a bench. The ox has a leash which goes from his mouth in a metal bar through his mouth over the back and goes to whoever's riding it. There's no back on the cart, and there is a piece of canvas which is sort of covering anything that's on the side. But there is like sides on it. You're talking about 8 inches up, so it's not a deep cart, but it has got sort of sides, so you won't fall off the sides. But the back has no open. It's open.
So the back is a pure goods carrying looking type cart. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Just to make sure we understand, like, if there was, I understand it doesn't have a top on it, but like, could the 3 of us stretch out in the back of this thing?
Yeah. It's probably about 2
definitely.
Meters. It's probably about 2 meters long, and about 4 foot wide.
I guess really where the questioning was.
What is that in freedom units?
Yeah. It's a little over 6 foot.
It is six and a half foot long, 4 foot wide. Yeah.
The idea here isn't so much that the 3 of us can be there, but in case somebody went down or we, you know what I mean, like if somebody's incapacitated, we could put them in the wagon. It's not like a 2-wheeled hand cart. You can lay
in the back. You couldn't have an orgy in the back.
Excellent.
That's a good way to measure it.
Not happening. 6.5.
But there's a bench seat for 2 and a saddle-ish looking ox that somebody fairly small might be able to.
He didn't say anything about a saddle. He just said a bit.
Right.
Oh,
he's got a metal bar through his mouth, which is sort of contained. Like you should pull on to sort of halt him. Very little control over the ox and where it goes.
Unless you can talk to him.
And then there is a small, uncomfortable-looking plank, which is the bench, which could probably fit 2 on it. A bit of a squeeze, you'd be sat, quite tight up. And then there's the open part at the back. Yes.
I mean, I'm small.
The back of the there's no saddle on the ox, is what I'm saying.
No, so it's I say loosely steered from the bench seat plank thing. Yeah. Right. Okay. Got you.
So Angus is more than happy to jump in the back of the cart. He'll put his back toward where the seating area is, and with these 2 fingers and this thumb, not using silverware, he's going to slowly and methodically and carefully start eating pie. We're on an adventure. He has a grin on his face.
I'm gonna grab the reins to the bit and get up on one side of the seat.
Yeah, I'll jump up on the other side of the seat. So me and Astraea kind of up front with Angus eating pie behind. Can I have a quick check around? Like, where are we in the plains now? We're in open sort of open ground. Okay, yeah. So Astraea, just checking. How long can you talk to? What was his name? The ox?
Buttercup.
Buttercup. How long can you talk to Buttercup for? Is it indefinite or?
No, it's 10 minutes, so I have to recast it again if need be.
Okay.
That would have ran out by now, with the whole running and etc.
We've gotten a feel for each other, I feel like.
You've built a rapport already.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
So I guess we got to kind of make our way around the outskirts of Maidenshield, right? Judging by the map and the fact that we're on the western side.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make our way that way east.
Was
Yeah,
there
we're on plains, so we can circle around.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Guess we're gonna this way or that way. We'll go and point one direction and start heading round.
Who's at the reins?
I've got the reins.
Astraea.
Okay. Can you roll me an animal handling check, please?
Please be better than last time. Okay.
Yes.
Thank God for that.
And I'm so scared this whole session. It's been like modified 8s. Like, God damn.
Which way
I thought
would
we
you
were
like to
Or
go?
a 0.
Yeah.
Which way would you like to go?
I would just like to make our way just around the town, maybe giving it a wide
South or
berth.
north? Do you want the map?
Yeah, if we come out of
Yes.
Maidenshield, we're heading west. Do we want to go right, which is kind of like north side, I suppose?
So you're over here, on the sort of where the M of Maidenshield is.
Okay, so we'll go south and then
Okay.
So you're
east,
south. Okay.
because
fine.
that's the plains. But make a wide enough berth that nobody can see us from the gates.
So with an 18, you crack the whip and Buttercup and just sort of starts.
Watch that ox go. 3 miles an hour.
And it is a very steady.
Yeah.
You know, it is
know-
an ox. You know, you made him run before, but that's because you spoke to him. Now he's just
Ox
back in command mode,
Yeah.
and he's just.
Plodding along.
Oxen are natural sprinters.
I've seen him move, mine, down that track.
Is there anything you would like to do, or do you just
It's-
what are you planning on? So you're heading round the back. Do you want to have any discussions, or would you like me to move forward with the travel?
No, so I'll just, as we're trekking off and we're sort of, I don't know, a couple of minutes, 5-10 minutes into a journey, I'll sort of turn to Astraea and say, Astraea, what was that? Was it an observatory and thing you were talking about with Angus the other day? Is that where you're from, or?
You talking about you mean the Frosted Observatory?
That's it. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
tell me about it. Is it where you're from? Is it where you grew up? Like what?
It's where I've spent all of my life mostly, and at least my childhood and teen years. Have you ever heard of the Frosted Observatory? Have you been to the Spire Peaks at all?
No, it's too far north from where I'm from. But yeah, no. Well, no, I haven't been there.
Well, it's a beautiful observatory that's elven built, and it's built perched high among the jagged peaks of the Spire Peaks, and it's where my dad studied under who I like to call Uncle Flavian. He's a really, really big astronomer. He's the one who built the observatory.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's about
And
the
the-
time that Angus just pauses like mid-bite of pie
Apple pie all over your
Which-
fingers.
when she mentions that name, and I'm like, oh, I go back to eating.
Obviously, we're facing forward, so I guess we're not going to
Yeah,
see
you don't
that.
see that,
No.
but like
No.
when he hears the name, Flavian Trask.
The road,
And,
the
you're-
road is really bumpy and rocky, and this is, it's not a comfy ride in the back. So you're eating this pie, but you're like,
It's gone up his nostril and everything. Are they still around? Like this Flavian? Did you say is it
Oh.
uncle? Is it your uncle?
He's not actually my uncle, but when I was born, my mother passed away during childbirth. And so my father had to raise me himself. And he was there studying under Flavian. And so basically, I was raised alone in the observatory. That's where I grew up because he was so busy with his tasks.
What was he doing? Do you know? What was he studying, or were you
They
studying
study
with
the
him, or-
stars up there. They study the stars, and yeah, the stars.
Oh, just the stars. Are you planning to return, or I know you were talking about it the other day with Angus about maybe going back, but is that something you need to do urgently, or in the
No,
future?
I'm not planning on going back at this moment in time. But I do want to go back eventually.
Have you
I
got?
absolutely want to go. Absolutely want to go at any point in time, like wiping pie off my face and shit. Anytime we can go to the observatory, we have to take advantage of the opportunity. Period.
And I will let you look through the telescope.
Angus giggles.
I'll turn round to Angus as we're traveling as well. I'll say, Angus, are you okay now? I know you had a rough night last night. And I know you seem a bit better, but is it all good? Do you want to talk about it, or are you happy eating your pie?
Well, I'm better now because we've gotten a couple hours past you touching me.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. So no, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Kaelen. You're my friend. I'm just ribbing you. Look. What happened to me didn't happen to you.
Well, no, I had a pretty good night's sleep.
And I had to. It took some time to process it, Kaelen. All right. I'm still not completely sure that even if this entity is not within me, I'm not sure it hasn't left a mark. I'm gonna kind of bite my lip.
What's this? This Craxus thing you're talking about? This demon, whatever thing?
Yeah. The dust, the thing that took me over for however long, and what we were worried about being exorcised out of me. I don't feel the way I felt when I was attacked by it. After the ritual at at the sanctuary, I feel like that did something, but it was still last night was a hard night to get through. I kept running it over and over in my head.
Astraea is going to turn around and look at you. Do you think that we need to be on guard?
I think it's all part of the bigger picture here. And once again, we've had this discussion once again, though. I can see the pieces. It's starting to come together. Now, here's what's real interesting, Astraea. And I stand up, I hold the back of the, because I'm 3 foot tall. I hold the back of the seat where they're sitting, and I'm facing them. I kind of lean in, and with a pie goo covered hand, or fingers, I should say, I produce a piece of parchment that's rolled up, and I hand it to you. Check this out.
Is it tied up?
Sure. And it says Flavian Trask.
What's Uncle Flavian's name doing on here?
Better yet, Astraea, why are you calling that person's name Uncle?
Because I grew up with him.
We should probably go to the observatory. Is he still around?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we need to resolve whatever is going to happen at the crypt. I think that's integral. That's the priority. But then after that, maybe we need to go talk to this gentleman. Isn't it strange that I would show up with this idea in my head that Glamour is guiding us whenever we were in wherever we were when we lost Kenny? And then the whole Craxus scenario. And I've always dreamt of going to the observatory. I've dreamt about it. I've dreamt about different scenarios going up there. That's the top of the world. And you can see into the heavens. I want to go anyway. But all of a sudden, you entered my world. I entered yours. You grew up there. That was a sign. It had to have been a sign. Then, before the Lanternsong actually started and I was going through my initial training, I found this loosened stone at the base of the statue of Alora, or Alanora?
Alanora.
You get it!
Ah! Alanora! Of Fred, the statue of Fred. Yeah, so at the base of the statue of Alanora, don't ask me why, don't ask me how, but I noticed there was a loose stone. I pried it open, and there was a piece of parchment in there. I opened that bad boy up, and it had this name on it.
Why would your
You just
uncle's
mentioned this
name
person's
be
name, and this name seems to
statues?
be related to you.
Yeah.
Or
Is
at
he-
least he raised you.
Is your uncle anything to do with this statue of this? Is it a goddess, Angus? Is it?
Well, she's the defender.
Would I know
Defender.
that?
No. As far as you know, its Uncle Flavian was just a scientist. Just worked and studied the stone.
So, once again, as you can see, if these were links in a chain, I've got 5 links in my hand, but none of them are really connected. So here we are, in the back of a wagon, or on a wagon, and we're going to Evermore. And then after that, I think we need to go see Uncle Flavian.
Have either of you guys heard of the Celestial Stone?
Kaelen's ears kind of prick up a little bit. And a stone? What type of stone is? Obviously, it's a celestial. Given the name, it's kind of non-Earth-like entity type body moon thing. But no, go on.
It's a rock that it's of ethereal beauty. It glows and radiates magic. It's believed that it fell from the heavens and was said to sharpen senses and maybe even like supernatural strength. But long ago, this happened before the observatory was created by Flavian himself. And it was broken up into pieces and sent everywhere because they didn't want it to be in the hands of dark people. And Flavian and my father's life work was to find these pieces. And I believe that the people who are responsible for my father's death were trying to find what he found out about this stone and these pieces of the stone and where they're hidden. And this is what I'm looking for.
So there's possible parts of a celestial stone spread out across Thalanor.
Yes.
Angus is absolutely ensorcelled in the tale that Astraea is telling.
Yeah, I'm like,
He's just emotionally eating the pie while he's listening. He's just ensorcelled. He's just fucking hypnotized.
so Astraea, do you have any leads on these parts of the stone? You say 5 pieces?
I'm not sure how many pieces do I know how many pieces are out there?
You have no idea.
I have no idea how
Okay.
many pieces are out there. And to my knowledge, from when I after my father was killed, I kind of went into myself and then I decided I wanted to find out why he was killed. And I went through all of his life work, and that's how I found out that he has been trying to find these pieces. But my last lead was in Lanternsong, at the Lanternsong Festival in Maiden Shield, but I wasn't able to find anything there. So at the moment, no, I don't know. I don't know how many pieces there are, and I don't know where they're at.
Kaelen, you're driving the wagon, yes?
No.
Oh, Astraea's driving the
Astraea
wagon.
is.
Sorry.
That's me.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes.
Is
Had
she
all
rolling?
my info up. You said perception?
Perception, yeah.
Is she rolling to see if she notices that I'm eating the
Stupid
second
rolls.
pie? No.
I've only given you one. This one's
not
for
that
our
stupid.
As you ride past the walls of Maiden Shield, you are coming out on the eastern side. As you look around, there's no trouble. It's just you can't see any danger.
Would
anyone chasing you,
Kaelen, being
anyone
that
looking
he's
your direction.
seated next to me and not paying attention, like, would he notice anything? Should he do
You
it?
can-
I want to do insight check on the DM, please.
do
No, I will. Sorry, I will look around. I'll notice sort of Astraea sort of taking a little
Mhm.
glances, and I'll sort of just a little bit, not on the edge of my seat, but just a little cautious sort of glance to the far side of the plains and back behind us.
Roll me that check, please, sir.
I'm trying to find it. There we go. 11.
Better than mine was.
You, the landscape is beautifully crafted. It's almost wavy and sort of calming. You know, it just looks like the ocean. It's just seas of grass and hedgerows, cattle. Maiden Shield now off behind you. You're heading out on a easterly direction, and you spot something in the distance. A sort of, it looks like a cloud or a smoke, maybe some fire. And it's just over the brow of the hill.
Okay.
Quite substantial.
Okay, and it's rising from ground up rather
Yes.
than
Yeah, it's
sky
rising.
down.
It's a sort of-
Yeah.
The plume
So it's
is
not
sort of-
storm weather cloud. It's
no,
more.
it's the plume
Yeah,
is sort
yeah.
of spraying with the wind. Is sort of just going off in the distance.
Okay, I'll sort of nudge Astraea and sort of point and go, hey, looks a bit some trouble maybe over the hill here, over the brow. Do I notice what colour the smoke is? I know that sounds a ridiculous question. Is it black, white?
It's pretty black. It's
Yeah.
not white. It is burning
So it's
something that shouldn't be burning.
something burning?
Good
Yeah, that's
question.
what I'm trying to get at.
Well, totally. I mean,
Mm.
black smoke versus white smoke. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
great question.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty like something's trouble over there. Do we want to check or give this a wide berth?
That's a
I mean,
good
it-
question. We
Could
could
be more loot to be had. Could be more.
we could send
uh,
Risco down over there to check for us, so we don't bring the whole cart in.
Yeah, good shout. Yeah. Can we? Should we go to the top of this brow of this hill and just see if we can see?
Yeah, I say we leave the cart below the hill so it's not visible.
It's not in the horizon line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then maybe take a gander up there on foot.
Yeah.
Astraea gives the Buttercup a good whack, and he-
Keep forgetting the name. Buttercup. I'm gonna write it down. For
Buttercup.
Christ's sake.
Buttercup just little bell around his neck, just ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, just heading off up the hill. You get to the brow of the hill and you jump off, leaving the car.
I hope you guys are ready for a menagerie of pets by the end of this.
Yeah. Circus. Traveling circus.
Send
You
him
mean a restaurant? A restaurant with a diverse menu.
send him Risco in.
Excuse me. Yeah, so Rusco, come here, buddy. And I'm gonna cup him in his face in my hands and give him a little nuzzle on his face. I need you to go and stay. Don't get too close to that, but go close enough so you can see. Okay. Go on, buddy.
Understanding look in Roscoe's eyes for a fox is just like he heads off, goes over the brow of the hill. Can you roll me a perception check for Risco, please?
Sure thing. Ooh, yeah, Rusco.
Very nice.
Rusco with the
Go,
power play.
Rusco.
Very
Somebody's
nice.
got to roll decent, man.
So
I
as,
know.
as Risco goes over the brow of the hill, he can see a roadway coming down to sort of crossroads. There's a brook which is trickling down one side of one of the roads, and the road crosses it at a ford. There's small walls lining each side of the road, and the fire is coming from behind the tree. You can see the flames and the plume of smoke coming up the road in sort of kind of your direction. There are 2 wagons that have been offloaded. There are crates around the outside, and it looks as though these are starting to be taken apart or, dispersed. And the last thing you see is a big hulking mass, a body, just moving behind the wagons.
Okay, seeing this through Rusko's eyes, I'm going to shake my head free of that vision, and share this information with my teammates.
Were they still these wagons? Or were they moving?
Yeah,
You say they were unloaded?
Stationary, yeah.
Stationary unloaded.
One of them was
with
on
a-
fire.
Oh shit. With a hulking mass. Did you
It
see
seems
Astraea?
kind
What the-
Do you think that they're robbing the wagons on
Carts?
the road?
Don't know. Should we go and see if we can get a little bit closer, or
That
Just
other
tempting.
wagon, did it look better quality? The one that's not on fire, did it look
We
better
swap out
quality
our
than
wagons.
our
We-
wagon?
Can we upgrade? Is
Yeah,
it
that's what
possible
I'm thinking.
upgrade?
Yeah.
can we
Oh
pimp
my
our
God.
ride?
With a 23, you can tell that it is a far better construction but very similar design. And it has a back on it. It has a tailgate.
Oh my God, we're going in.
You
We're
guys
going
will
in.
go. We need that wagon.
Okay,
Okay,
so can
you know
we?
what?
Go on.
If there's banditry going on down there, we need to check it out anyway. We're heading that way. That could be dangerous. Somebody might need our help. So what do you say? You want to go be heroes?
What if that somebody's got the nicer wagon?
Well, they're holding it for us.
Okay, just making sure where your priorities lie. So we'll save their lives, but we'll take their wagon.
Yeah,
It's payment. It's payment.
We've got a wagon they can have. It's just not as good.
I tell you what. Let's call this a very fluid situation.
Okay.
Let's see how
Okay.
it goes.
Let's just
All right.
play it by ear.
I'll tell Rusko to come on back to us, and we'll, I guess, head out there on foot. Let's leave our wagon
Okay.
here.
Yeah. Are we
Right.
gonna gingerly creep down a little bit rather than run
Yeah, maybe
straight down the hill?
we stealth there.
That's absolutely fine. Please roll me
Is it
a
pot-
group stealth check.
Is it feasible to try to stealth there?
Yes? You're on the brow of
Okay,
the hill,
cool.
you're
That's
stealth.
the worst
you can-
rolls in the world.
Oh,
Oh,
20.
nice,
What's
Kaden.
Angus going to roll?
Angus is trying to roll.
Clearly, I'm gonna stumble my way
Wow.
around.
Wow. Okay. Fine.
it's a good average.
Let me bring up the map.
Thank goodness for the rest of y'all. Does anybody have Pass Without a Trace?
No.
Oh,
Not
what kind of rogue
unfortunately.
are you?
I know, I'm a rubbish rogue that can steal apple pies. That's about it.
Right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
good job
Ooh,
on the
a
apple
map.
pies that we didn't get to eat.
Right.
Yeah. Damn it.
Ooh.
This is where you guys are. This is where the wagon is. Here's the road.
Okay, we're gonna leave that wagon there.
Here are the 2 wagons you see on the road. The one that's on fire, and another wagon down there.
Okay.
With a 24,
And how?
with a 24, a 19, and an 8, a 9, sorry, you can get approximately here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
You can get to about there.
Mhm.
Do you want to move there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Can we sort of, I guess, move in the direction of this? Is it a big tree?
You know, that's a good question. DM, behind us now, is that a hedgerow?
No, it's like where the field wasn't ploughed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good shout. Okay.
Um,
And then can we see anything else
Yeah.
as we're getting
just Give
closer?
me 2 secs. Oh, shit.
Other one. Crap.
You can't.
Didn't look. Didn't
I
look.
didn't see anything.
Rewind.
Somebody clip that.
Right. Good thinking.
You bastard. I've done something wrong. Hang on. There we go.
Go back
I've
to
nev-
no abort.
No!
You can see
I've
abort.
never seen
abort.
stream
fuck.
sniping in D&D before ever. Oh, that's hilarious.
Hey, fuck you. You're not seeing it.
Back on the planes. Back on the road.
We got
Let's
some
go.
messages right now. 2 seconds. Seamless.
What before we head down, I'm putting is there like any kind of brush or shrubbery I can like, make our wagon not as visible when we leave it?
Yes, absolutely.
Rubbery.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just
Let's
for
just-
Astraea, more Astraea and Angus's information of whilst DM is frantically doing stuff. I'm gonna you see me sort of pull my hood up over to hide the half horn and stuff, and I'll grab the no.
Oh, we can see
a
all of that.
I don't know why it's not showing. It's really annoying me.
I'll ready my hand crossbow as well, just in case. And I guess I just sort of look at Angus and Astraea and guess just in case of trouble. I don't know if we want to ready anything.
Yeah, so
Finally.
Astraea is going to get out her little crystal star map, is what it looks like. It just looks like a little round disc. It's crystal and see-through, and it's got stars etched into it like a map. And while holding that, she's going to close her eyes, and you see her tattoos light up again with light, and she's going to put her chalice constellation up. So I'm ready for
nice.
that.
Okay.
Right. I think we're back in the
If
game now.
they need extra
I think we're back in the game. Right.
For heat.
We're back in. So we're creeping.
We had some slight technical issues, but it's absolutely
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, you're fine, buddy. We got this. Doing our best to creep up there, and
Swifty, can you mute the
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Astraea is just tripping over things loudly.
That was I do apologize. That was a setup issue by me.
nom 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 nom
Yeah.
nom. Fog of War.
Do you know what? There you go.
Hey man,
That's
yeah.
better.
I think we're all grown enough to know what we see and what we don't see, so we're good. Damn.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Thought he took it away again.
Right. You. Oh shit! Me. Hang on. It's all gone wrong a little bit. I do apologize. It's all good. I'm gonna put it down here.
It's
So, let me get that in the right place.
oh shit.
You caught me off guard. That's why that's a little bit haphazard. Right. As you sneak down, you
Oh.
walk down. You can see that the wagons are accompanied by bodies. There are a few dead people on the floor. One is an elf, another is a human. They are dressed like merchants. They're wearing robes and sort of headdresses, very, very sort of standard merchant-esque. You notice that there is an ogre
Oh shit.
that is quietly just searching through the gear. And he's just and he's pulling the gear up and he's putting into sort of a pile. What's good, what's not. He's sort of sorting.
Is that guy?
The hell?
You notice there is a human down there and an orc.
That are dead or alive?
What would you like to do? They're alive.
Okay. Do they look like they're tied up, or are they with the bad guy?
They
They're
are very much with the bad guys. They are looting. They are searching through the caravans. They are, pillaging what they can.
I sort of
Oh,
look.
goodness.
Where am I? Am I in the middle? No, I look across to Astraea and Angus and sort of say, "Are we doing this? Or are we backing off? What do you want to do?"
Angus looks. Go ahead.
No.
You go ahead.
Angus looks at both of you, and he has a grim look in his eye, and he gives you a nod, and he heads due west.
Shit.
Does that mean you're heading down there to that?
It means I wish I could ping, but I'm literally heading due west from my position. So I'm going to end up on the road by
Oh, okay.
over there. Yep, by where you were just moving your cursor.
Yeah,
I'm going
over
to try to
there.
end up over in that area.
Can you roll me a sneak then, please?
How
Stealth check.
how tall is this wall? Is it sort of waist height wall,
Yeah,
or is it?
it's 4 foot high.
Yeah.
So Angus has no issue, but he needs to still roll.
yeah. No, I just wondered if I get up close to it.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
As Angus sneaks up, the ogre looks over. And you're going to have to roll initiative.
Ah, fucking
Do it.
Angus! God damn it! I'm trying to sneak. I was like, I'm just gonna go south. Let me do it.
Rusco is rolling better than me.
Oh my god, 6.
First roll is mine, second is Rusco's.
Hang on, let me just get it. Right, so, what numbers have we got? We have got a... Who got the 8?
Angus.
Angus got an
8.
8. Who got a 6? It's Kaelen.
Me, Kaelen.
The 14 is Rusco, and the 7 is Astraea.
Why
Oh, for
is
fuck's
Rusco
sake.
always top of the fucking initiative?
I
It's every-
don't know. He doesn't
every
do
game.
anything.
Can he not bite? He can't do anything, can he? Is he just
No, because he's not like a real animal.
Swifty, could you set the
yeah,
music
okay. Yeah, I'm about to go when you
Right.
press go.
up? Ready to go, mate.
I literally click 1.
Right. Angus is 8. Astraea is 7. Kaelen right at the bottom. And I'm going to roll only for the ogre at the moment. Who's got an 18?
Fuck.
Wow.
All right. Silver lining. We get to see what they're doing and we can react appropriately.
True.
That doesn't mean that ogre's not going to fucking kill me in one shot.
Oh dear. Thank goodness for healing.
Oh, I got 2 seconds. Right, the ogre's gonna look at you. He's gonna roar, and he's gonna stop. When he's only noticed Angus at the moment, but as he comes around the
Okay.
corner, he's gonna have noticed everyone else. So he's gonna get to there,
Shit.
and he is going to. He's going to pick up his... So he reaches onto his back and he's got a javelin. He's going to yank it off. And he is going to throw it at Angus.
Bad.
10?
Yes.
Miss.
10 misses. He throws his Angus at full pelt... throws his javelin at Angus at full pelt. Angus's halfling reflexes just dives out of the way. And this javelin that's probably twice the length of Angus just sort of sticks out the ground.
Great.
And that's the end of his go. We're over to Rusco for his amazing input.
Rusco's gonna look at me, and I'm gonna look at him, and I'm going to nod my head to tell him to go down under that tree.
Down under the tree. Okay, he's down there. Fine. Okay. End of the turn. Over to Angus.
What?
Is that the end of
Oh.
the turn?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Angus will. Angus he matrix dodges that javelin that came in, and he keeps running toward the ogre, and I'm going to. My standard action is to dodge, which is the dodge action, which will give all attackers disadvantage on hitting me.
Okay.
And I use my bonus action for cunning action, which would be disengage.
Yeah.
And what I'd like to do is I'd like to move in and past the ogre, like my maximum movement.
Which is 30.
Correct.
That way?
That is correct. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Turn.
End of your turn. Astraea. What would you like to do?
Far away is, I guess, the ogre.
How far away is he from you?
Yeah.
He is 45 foot.
Okay. So Astraea is going to put her hands together, and as she pulls them apart, you see a ball of bright light. And she's going to hurl that bolt of light right at the ogre, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Nice. Is that
Shit.
a con save on that?
No, it's a to hit.
No, it's a
Okay.
damage roll.
Fine.
Yeah, it's a to hit.
Could I just get a good roll for once?
10 points.
Hey, do you have inspiration at all, Astraea?
No, I don't.
As the ogre sort of threw his javelin, watches Angus go past, turns around. Did you roll advantage? No, it doesn't matter.
No.
He turns around and just receives this ball of light and energy straight to his chest. He just sort of looks
Oh, it
up.
hit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looks up and he's just staring at you.
Okay, then if it hit, here's the damage roll.
Okay, 12. Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is scorched, singed, and pissy.
Just how we like them.
Yeah.
Does it smell like dinner?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant the
Steak.
ogre.
This sounds like steak.
Swifty. Is that the end of your turn? Or do you want to move?
Yes.
You don't want to
No,
move?
I don't want to move.
Okay,
Good
Kaelen.
where I'm at.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm not going to move. So as a bonus action, I'm going to use steady aim. So it gives me advantage on my next attack roll on the current turn.
You've got advantage on him anyway.
Oh,
because of Angus.
perfect. No, that's fine then. So I'm going to use just fire
That's
my
correct,
crossbow.
No.
I thought you said you give us
Yeah.
advantage on everybody that attacks him.
No.
My
It's this-
guiding
it's-
bolt
No,
gives advantage on the next attack on him.
Yeah.
Right. Just to clarify, her guiding bolt allows advantage for the next single attack.
Yeah.
Anyone who tries to attack me until the
Oh,
beginning
you,
of
sorry.
my next
Sorry,
turn
my-
is at disadvantage.
I thought it was... Yeah, sorry, my
Yeah.
mistake. Carry on.
Nope.
That's okay. Yeah, no,
So
it's fine.
you have
Yeah,
got advantage with the guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay, so I got advantage anyway, so I don't need to use
Yeah.
steady aim. So that's okay.
No.
So I'm going to fire. That's within range, and I guess he's within. What feet is this? Oh yeah, he's within. Is it 120?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to fire a crossbow that I have in my hand.
Okay.
And then if I have advantage, I roll an extra 2d6 for sneak attack with the rogue.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll to hit with advantage. Is that 7?
Hit.
And then roll see if I get nat 20. Nope.
You're lucky you had the advantage.
Yeah. And then So it's a 6 of piercing
6.
with the sneak attack of 5. So it's 11 total.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay. 36. Bolt just hits him in the chest. And he just snaps it off of his hand. Then the end just left in his arm.
I'll sort of look at it shocked and then fucking hell, go to reload my crossbow like, oh shit.
You could use
There's a
your
big-
bonus. Did you use your bonus action?
No, because I didn't.
Yeah, but you could use that to reload, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I didn't use it this time. And just I'll reload and I am going to. I'm going to circle. I might. No, I'll stay there. That's okay.
Stay there.
That's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
End of turn.
We are back to the ogre. The ogre is going to move towards you two.
Oh, what? Grab!
Damn.
This is difficult terrain. So I just got to
Is he
check.
hopping a wall?
I just got to check. He's not going to move to you. Because he can't get there.
Pussy.
He is going to use his full movement
Come on, fat ass.
to go to Angus.
Get him in the balls, Angus.
Angus
Got him right where I want him,
Angus
gang.
loves a good fight with my creatures.
Until he gets one shot.
Punch him in the nuts.
He's gonna pull out his great club off his back and he's gonna take a swing.
Yep, disadvantage.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He rolled a 24 and a 6.
Yeah, those miss.
So he swings with his great axe, and you just dodge out of the way again. And
I just like to tell you what a 26 missed. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. And he just looks at you and he's getting pissed off with this little bouncy thing that's just
Mhm.
fucking all over him.
That's the idea.
End of his turn. Rusco.
Go check the bodies.
Good idea. Move Ruska over. Where do we see the other two bad
They're
guys?
down here. They're starting
down there?
starting to look up. What's going on? Especially now that Angus is in the field as well. But they're not in initiative yet.
Have him move over to that northernmost dead body.
Yep.
And make him kind of under the cart so he's less noticeable.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's the end of his turn.
Not checking the bodies. No, okay. That's fine. We are over to Angus. Go on, Angus.
All right. So that thing swings at me, or I shouldn't. That thing. The ogre takes that mighty club and takes a swipe at me, and I easily just duck it. And whenever I pop up, I quickly reach into a pocket, a little pouch, if you will, and I throw my hand up toward this thing's face, and it's a bag full of sand. I'm attempting to blind it.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Pocket sand.
Roll
Gotta
a
have
sleight
pocket
of
sand.
hand.
Gotcha.
Only
Well,
you
you're
would
doing-
carry
you're doing-
sand in
you're
the
doing-
pocket.
You're doing that as your bonus action, are you?
Well, it's actually an attack.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what would happen is that
Well, it's like throwing.
You-
It's like throwing an improvised weapon, isn't it? So you could use that as a bonus action if you wanted to.
okay, so bonus action, pocket sand. I'm
Yeah.
attempting to blind him,
Pocket sand.
and we'll pocket sand. I don't know what that number was. It didn't look like it does much.
You throw the sand
So-
up, but the sheer difference in height, it just goes in the air
Mm.
and it doesn't even reach his chin. He's just like, "Ugh."
Yep. And at that point,
It's just like-
so that was my bonus action. My standard action will be once again dodge,
yeah,
and I will stay where I'm at.
okay.
Turn.
Astraea, you're up.
All right. She's gonna do the same thing she did before,
Okay.
and she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt one more time. That's a good roll.
Ooh, 19.
Nice.
Definitely
Good
hits.
job.
Finally, good rolls. And then 8
points.
damage.
8 points. You
Pretty
fire-
good.
As he's got his back turned to you, as you fire it, just explodes over the back of him. Angus just sees this ball of light just evaporate, and it just sort of causes the ogre to be sort of like a silhouette to him from the shock on the back, and he takes 8 points. So he's not happy about it. He's wincing a little.
Now, out of game.
And
go ahead.
advantage again.
Min,
Go ahead.
You have advantage
Nice.
again, Kaelen.
Yep.
min.
Out of game Swift.
Mhm.
Be mindful that I am in his threat zone. So sneak attacks, you don't need advantage to get the sneak attack.
No, now you're within 5 foot, so it's good to
Correct.
go. But yeah.
I'm just making sure you note that.
No, signed. Yeah, I just read it then. Literally, as you were saying, I was like, crap. Yeah, it's good. It was good.
Yep. So
Okay.
you'll be able to use advantage on your attack roll, but you don't have to worry about any other kind of condition to give you sneak attack.
No, that's good. Yeah, because normally I'd have to not move if I got steady
Correct.
aim. But yeah,
Correct.
signed. Okay. My go? Or you done,
Yep.
Astraea? Sorry. I
Oh,
didn't know
It was
if you
Angus. It's
finished.
Angus's go. Went to Astraea. Astraea done the guiding bolt. Is that the end of your turn, Astraea?
Nobody's been hit yet, so yeah, I'm good.
Kaelen, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to move my 30 feet towards... run past Astraea and towards the ogre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. 2 6.
No, sorry.
So you're going to run past and this way?
30 foot past Astraea and towards the ogre.
Okay.
And then fire the other crossbow bolt with advantage.
Okay.
And
Fire away.
then... So... Oh, I just saw it land on the nat 20. I'll do it anyway. Oh, here's a nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
20.
Nice.
Nice.
Critted him. Very
Good shit.
nice.
Good shit.
Roll
Okay,
that
so then-
damage.
Piercing. That's 8. So that one very good. Double dice. Crit. And then 6. So that is 14 total damage.
Yes. You rolled a 4, did you, for the crit?
I rolled 2 3s, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So 14. So yeah, great, fine. You fire this bolt and it just hits him straight in the spine, in the back of his neck, and he just sort of goes almost down to one knee and drops up, and he's sort of still taller than Angus, but they're little quite close face to face. He's not happy. Not a happy bunny, and not well. Not well at all.
Not well.
Well, not well. Finish him, Angus.
It goes into the next round of play, and the other two have noticed what's going on, and they are now in the initiative as well. They rolled 4s. So...
Oh.
Okay.
I would have reloaded my crossbow as well with the bonus.
Fine.
Yep.
Over to the ogre. The ogre's gonna finally he's gonna get this fucking little midget if he can. Right. He's gonna roll with his great club.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Shit. 7.
Yeah.
He swings again after taking the blinding shot straight in the spine. He,
Like
He is
Neo in the Matrix, just dodging shit.
He is so clumsy, this guy. He's just like, but he's just no match for Angus's speed and halfling abilities. He's just like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Like, you know what I am? Bait. That's the whole thing. Seriously, man.
Well, it's, yeah.
It's the truth.
And he is going to stay where he is. He wants to squat this fly. And it's over to Rusco.
Rusco is gonna sniff around that dead body right next to him. Does
Okay.
he see or smell anything, or?
Roll a investigation check, please.
Ooh, go Roos, go!
Nice.
He's taking all my good rolls.
He's doing a min.
As he's searching the body, you can tell that it is a dead person. They were stabbed quite brutally in the back as they lay on the floor.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, shit.
Angus.
Hey there.
It's you.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to figure out
It's
exactly what I'm
your
going to do.
Said
I was
that
buying-
so sexily.
Buying time, man. Buying time. Let's see here. So, man. All right. I'm hurrying up. I'm looking. So, I will go ahead and throw. Nope. Okay. Well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is standard action will be dodge again. And then as a bonus action, because I have unarmed strike, martial arts, I bonus action try to hit him. Try to smack him.
Okay, go for it. Misses.
Awesome.
Misses, my friend. You take a swab, and somehow you miss this gigantic flash in front of you. You just you miss him, and he's sort of done a bit of a fast move, faster than you anticipate, and he like he sort of laughs back at you. You've been dodging him, and now he's dodging you.
Yep, and I'm going to go ahead and move my 30 feet. I'd like to go in between, toward in between the two wagons by the body.
Yeah, we get straight there.
Yep, I'm going there.
Right. Okay. End of turn.
Now he does have an attack of opportunity if he wants to take it.
Oh, we will.
It will be at disadvantage.
You did your standard dodge at the beginning.
That's
Yeah, I
not
did.
disengage, yeah.
Oh, you didn't disengage. Sorry.
I didn't disengage. Yeah, I dodged. So he can make the attack at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. A 12.
Nope.
Ah, boom. It's like
I'm just trying to catch a
the most
snitch.
useless fucking ogre I've ever had. Right. End of your turn.
Yep.
Right. Astraea.
Trey is going to launch a mote of light from her left hand towards him and cast Starry Whiz.
Okay. 18 to hit. Lovely.
Boom.
1 point of damage.
Oh,
No.
This little,
Man,
as you cast it, it's just this little like butterfly of light just goes. Boom. You just go.
well, you know what? He's lit up like 10-foot radius right now, so there's that too.
How do you shame digital dice? That's what we need to know. Like, how do we?
How do you?
Oh God.
End of your turn, or do you want to stay there?
I'll move up a little closer to where Kaelen's at. No, you know what? I want to start moving towards under the tree where those other guys are.
Okay. Here? Gets about
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Kaelen.
Okay, so I haven't got disadvantage now, but I will not move and use my steady aim
Okay.
to give myself advantage, and then roll the attack on there. Shit, what's that?
No,
It
gosh,
misses.
damn it!
That's it's advantage, though, isn't it? 10.
Hits.
Oh, a 10 hit.
Oh, phew. And then, oh my god, 3
3 points
plus
of
my
damage.
sneak attack. Hang on.
Why are you
And a
getting your
4.
sneak attack now?
So
Because
once
he
per turn,
aimed.
you can deal an extra combat damage if you use an attack with a finesse or range weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll. And I
Yeah.
use
Okay,
my
sorry,
advantage
it's
by
the-
it's-
giving my
steady
steady.
It's the
aim
advantage,
allowed
yeah,
him-
it's the advantage.
Yes,
Sorry.
correct.
Right.
Yeah.
takes a bolt straight into his back, and he's like, "Argh!" He's mean. He's nasty. He needs to hit someone. Right, we are down to the cultist. Who's down here?
Oh, shit.
Oh, they're cultists, huh?
You didn't know that.
Figures.
Rick.
Well, this one is. So he can. Please hold. Okay. Okay, he's gonna move. Yeah, he's gonna move. He's just gonna move to there. So, do that. Move the cultist up. And that's the end of his turn. He is pretty shit, to be fair.
I think they are, aren't they?
Okay, right. The orc is going to move. He's going to come around the corner, and he's going to get to about there.
I hate orcs.
He is going to throw his javelin at Astraea, but he's going to take a disadvantage on it. Because he's got to go through the tree, over a wall. Misses. So, Astraea, you just see this javelin fly past your head and land on the ground. You notice that there's now an orc and a cultist running in your direction.
Orcs, and I spit on the ground.
It's now over to the ogre. The ogre is going to...
Oh no!
use his full range of movement.
Kind of pigeonholed there. Oh.
Sort of get there. And he's fed up with this guy firing sticky, pointy things into his bag. And he's going to take a swing. And it is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, maybe, just.
Tell him it misses. Tell him it misses, dude.
And he hits you for 9.
It's me for
you got
9.
Lucky.
Yeah.
You got lucky.
Right?
Okay.
And then it's over to Rusco.
Risco is gonna stay where he's at.
Okay. Over to Angus.
All right. So Angus runs over. I'm sorry, I was trying to move the token on the map. Angus engages the ogre.
Okay.
Angus does this. Hang on now. Come on, dude. First attack. It's 10, so that hits, right?
Yes.
I'll let you total that damage. That's my sneak attack also. So it was 14 total. It was 14 total. Oh, it was 10 to hit.
10 to hit.
Unarmed damage. Why didn't it come through?
Yeah, neither
Weird.
of them
Didn't get
did.
nothing come through.
Weird.
I've got the
Yeah,
sneak
weird,
damage,
okay.
but I haven't got the unarmed.
Yep, I'm re-rolling it now.
8.
Okay.
Okay.
And then my second attack.
Nice.
For another additional 8.
How do you want to do this?
Yep.
This is how I do this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh god.
So the thing closes.
Oh.
So the thing closes in, like, I'm running, dude. Like, I'm dodging and weaving and all that shit. I get between the two wagons. I see that I don't have its undivided attention at this point. It closes on Kaelen. It smacks Kaelen. When I see him trying to do that, I quickly, just instinctually, I run, I jump, maybe I run up the wagon, I don't know, like off the wheel or something, and I jump at this bastard. And when I do, I jump onto its back, and I get, let's see if I can get my hands up here. I get these 2 fingers in each eye socket from behind, and I scream at the top of my lungs, and I just start pushing in until it stops squealing and drops to the ground.
With this terrible noise it makes when this happens, it's like, he just falls to the floor. Big hole.
I will take the rest of my movement to climb on the top of this wagon. Yep, just wherever.
Yeah.
Just on top of the wagon. And I'm looking around, you know, like to see if there's somewhere. Done.
Good. Good work, mate. I liked that over there. Astraea, it's your turn.
All right. Astraea hates orcs. She is very racist against orcs. And that guy throwing the javelin at her just pissed her off to no end. And so she's going to hold her hands up towards that orc, and you're going to see a silvery beam of pale light shining down on that orc, and she's going to cast Moonbeam on him. Con save 12.
Oh, shit. Moonbeam's
She's
a
gone
big...
She's gone full out on an orc.
That's a big dick spell, man. That's a
yeah.
big one. It's a big one.
I like it.
6. No, Colin. 9.
Not enough.
Okay, not enough.
It's going to eat a shit sandwich.
16 damage.
Whoa, how'd you want to do this?
Yeah,
Oh, nuked him.
Oh, and the moonbeam, I could move later to the other guy.
You vaporize that motherfucker.
Yeah, that moonbeam, when it shines down on him, the light is so bright. Her anger is so furious that it just literally vaporizes him into dust.
No,
And she's going to look at him and she's going to spit on the ground and say, "That's what you get."
Awesome. Just drops. Just a pile of ashes disintegrates goes into the river and just forms part of the ground. Right. Kaelen. Sorry, I presume that's the end of your turn. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, cool. Kaelen.
Okay, I assume I haven't got line of sight to the cultist at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Through the...
No, it's sort of
No.
that.
Yeah. If I can... How far is the other... If I run across the ogre and to the other wall, just inside the other wall, back?
You can do it just like the ogre
Back a bit,
did, so,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 foot, that is.
So if I get this side of the wall, there, that's
You
it.
can see him,
Can I see him there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
So I'll
top
take a
half.
straight...
You can see his top half.
Yeah, I'll just take... I guess... Would that be cover, or...
Yeah,
I don't know, I'll take a...
disadvantage of that one, because he's half covered.
I'll take a straight shot with my crossbow with disadvantage then, yeah. Where's it gone? Crossbow there. Would a 13...
13. Hits.
13. 13 disadvantage hits, nice. And then a straight 4 of damage.
4 of damage. Right. He's panicking. He's just seen this orc just get disintegrated next to him. He's seen the ogre go down, and he's like, "Shit!" So he's not happy. He's going to try and make a run for it, I think. So it's his turn.
I don't blame him.
It's his turn, and he is gonna run 30 foot that way.
Get him!
And it is Rusko's go.
Move Risco over to that other dead body on the western side there, and check if it's a dead if they're dead too.
Confirmed dead. Executed on site.
Okay. What's that in front? Is that a body in front of the wagon that he was just under? Oh, it's a...
Yeah, it's a dead horse.
Is it dead?
It's led on the floor with its face missing. Yeah, it's
Okay. Just making sure, maybe I could heal the horse up, and then we got a horse.
I mean, it was the ogre's lunch.
Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, leave him there.
And now over to...
Hey, we
Kaelen.
got to follow.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I was
Thank
in the
you.
middle of battle.
Yeah.
Kaelen.
Michael. Oh, is it Angus? No.
I think
Angus.
actually it might be Angus.
It's Angus.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is Angus.
No, sorry. I just had a go. That's all.
It's all good. So, oh boy, do I really want to do this? I guess I really want to do this. So Angus is on top of this wagon, on top of our pile of shit or whatever it is, right? Like debris and all that stuff. Can I see? Do I have line of sight to the living target?
Yes.
I
You have clear line of sight. There's no, because you're up high. You can see over the walls. You can see him. He's running. He's booking it. Absolutely booking it.
I scream at the top of my lungs. Oh, fuck. Okay, I scream at the top of my lungs. The one who whispers sends his regards. And my left hand ignites in a purplish black ball of necrotic energy. And I just extend my hand out and I launch that blast at him.
Music really goes with that.
Yeah. Angus getting dark.
Oh, dirty 20.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
All right.
So if he wants to go ahead
How
and
do you
take
wanna do this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so shit. I wanted to keep him alive.
Me? I was
Yeah,
You've
I mean,
just
can I
fucking
pull
prisoner.
my,
You've
can
literally
I
just...
pull my punch? Yeah. So you know
You
what?
had 4 hit
Nah,
points.
so-
You hit him with a 9.
Yeah. So like I'm on top of this thing. I say this shit real loud, very aggressive, dark, and I throw that bolt of energy, and it hits him in like his like he's running away. Right. So his back is turned to me. He hears me yell, and he turns his head around to see what's going on. And as that happens, his left collarbone and the arm attached to that socket get blown off,
Yes.
and he gets knocked into the water, the stream, and he is just face down.
Brutal.
Excellent. Phenomenal, guys. Whoop, that's a big old cross. Yeah, he's dead.
Hey.
Got a little bit of lag. I was lagging like hell.
That,
I don't know why.
That cross is actually
That's his
representative.
blood spatter.
Yeah, that's his arm.
Yeah. So, I do that, and then I hop down off of the wagon, and I go charging. I don't charge. I take my 30-foot move southbound. So if I can get to the fork, like where the water is, maybe.
I mean, you're out of initiative now, so you can.
We're out
you
of
can
combat,
walk on
so-
that. You can just. Do
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay, yeah. So I go down to the water's edge.
Yep.
And I wash my hands off because I've got ogre eyeball goo on them.
An apple pie and
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're a gross little guy.
In the
Well, you're a gross little elf.
in the aftermath of the battle, the world. You notice that the world isn't as dark as what you've just witnessed. You know, the birds are tweeting, the water's running. You know, it's actually a really idyllic, beautiful sight. But the wagon's on fire. There are murdered merchants all around you. Some guards. The dead bodies. The cultist with his arm blew off. The stinking hulk of an ogre at the top. There's wagons. There's a few wagons around you. Dead horses. And
Things escalated quickly.
Guys, I think we should quickly check for supplies, grab this wagon, and get ourselves out of here before anybody happens upon this, because it could look bad for us. We've been in this situation before where it looked bad, and it wasn't our fault.
Can I grab my 3 arrows out of... Well, 2 of them actually. He snapped one off, didn't he?
One, yeah.
2 arrows out of the ogre's
Sure.
back of his neck and that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to wander down to the water's edge with Angus and just get there and sort of look at him a bit shiftier than I normally would look at him and say sort of, what the hell was all that about, Angus? Like,
Yeah, I'm washing my hands off. I'd look at you and I give you a nod of approval. But I don't
While they're
say
doing
anything.
that, I'm
Okay.
searching the cart.
so you okay?
I'm fine.
Usually
We're all
it's
alive.
Some glamour shit that comes out your mouth. What was this whispering one bollocks?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly,
Are you good?
it's the situation's taken care of. I'm good. I'm good.
Are
Now.
you sure you're good?
Let's get the wagon. Let's get the shit. Get the ox down here, and let's get out of here before we end up being framed for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything.
Well, now that you mention it,
I have got
And
another
The
apple pie,
other
but that's
apple
for the
pie.
road, all right?
I'm drying my hands off on my tunic that's covered in all kinds of shit, and I say I could take maybe a bite or two of that pie.
It's like I'm looking after my children again, where you have to really limit the amount of food that they're eating, like because you know it's
You
gonna
guys
make
are gonna
them
get me like a.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get me a Fitbit with like a
Yeah.
fucking calorie counter.
He's gonna be fat by the end of this
Yeah.
campaign.
Give a little Friar Tuck.
Before you
Oh, go on.
you go and gather Buttercup and bring her down
Yeah.
with the old cart attached. And you bring her down to the wagons. What do you do?
We're gonna attach that new cart to her.
Which
Yeah,
one?
can we size it up? Is it gonna?
This one here?
Well,
The one that
we're not
had,
seeing
well,
it.
we can't see it. You
So
turned it off.
There is one. This one here.
The one that has the cover that's down below.
You can
that
only
looked like a good one.
You can only have one of those. The other one's meant for 2 horses.
Oh, okay.
which is the
You
sizable
you
one
do
that's
have
an
a single
upgrade?
cow.
Yeah.
The 2 covered ones down the bottom probably wouldn't be able to be pulled by an ox. They're more of a horse-drawn.
Oh,
carriage.
okay.
So this one.
Okay,
Here,
which one is in better condition?
This one here. This one here is
Okay.
pretty much immaculate. It's got a bit of blood on it, but
Okay,
there's
that's the
there's a
one
storage barrel in the
we're
back.
doing.
Cool.
When it's
All right.
convenient.
So
Go ahead.
all of the boxes that I see there to the left of it, on the side of the road, I'm not even gonna like look through them. I'm just gonna start piling them into the cart.
Okay.
We
We
call
don't
that
get
the
time.
We call that the loot and scoot.
Yeah, that's what I call it
Roll
too.
me a D6, please.
It's like
It's like on DayZ when you walk up to the body and you just
Yeah,
grab
buddy.
everything and run.
Yeah, we can
Uh-huh.
we can look over the loot at the
Ooh,
camp, right?
You managed to get
Yeah.
you managed to get 6 of the packages. 2 sacks and 3 and 4 crates into the back before you. had to
Yeah.
We-
All right, guys.
Hey,
Let's get out of here.
yeah, when it's convenient, I do want to go over to the person who's face down in the water and
Yeah.
like grab him by the back of the hair, pull his head up, take a look at him, search him out.
leave. Okay.
I would check the orc, but he's a pile of dust.
The body is floating in the water, his head down, his hair just sort of drifting side by side. And the footsteps of Angus walking down the stream towards it. You can just sort of imagine it in the distance, just walking towards it. Eerily music like this as well. Angus just grabs him by the scruff of the head and looks, and this guy is nada. He is dead. Roll me an investigation, please, Angus.
Sure. Gosh.
You search his body, and he has a scimitar on him, which is in the river next to him. Actually, it's still attached in his severed arm.
Right.
He has a amulet with the Whispering One, the eye with the cross, the strike through it around his neck.
Mhm.
He's wearing the
Surprise.
same black robes that the other cultists have, and he's wearing sort of standard common clothes. He's got a satchel on him, but there's not a lot in there. A couple of rations. There's no medical equipment or anything.
I snatch the satchel, and I do take the holy symbol and I put it in the satchel. And take it and throw it in the wagon, and then, rally with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Can I pinch his garbs? That's gonna make someone look like a cultist.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Bear in mind, it's missing an arm.
We can sew it back on. It's fine.
We can sew it back on.
Yeah. I'll take a one-armed cultist robe.
One-armed cultist robe. I shall write that in your inventory tomorrow. Okay.
Maybe we tear the other arm off and you say
I'll take the sleeve
for like a sleeveless look.
I'll take the sleeve, and if we got any sewing kits later on, it might come in handy. But okay. Guys, before we head out, I know we want to get off quick. Do we want to search the orc or anything else, or are we just getting gone?
Well, Kaelen, there's nothing left of the orc.
Oh yeah,
pile of dust.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Now,
Astraea
the victims that were here. I mean, do they have any sort of device on them? And I mean that like a sigil or whatever you call it. Are they under a banner? Are they under a flag?
No, they are unmarked merchants.
Okay.
The crates around. And I'm just thinking of the time, and you're trying to do this quick.
Sure.
They are unmarked merchants.
Ooh.
Look at this!
Get
Look at this!
Forth.
Oh,
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Guys.
Hey guys.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you, Wolforth.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Just moving forward.
Roll an investigation check.
Gotcha.
With the speed that you're trying to move, you got the cow, and you're trying to get.
Can I give him a hand?
You're not spending all day there, you know.
Can I give him a hand, and while he's doing it, and
yeah, absolutely.
You can just do it with. Oh, you got a pretty good one anyway. I was going to say just do it with.
Hey, thanks for the follows, gang.
Hey guys,
really appreciate it. Look at that.
So close to 100 as well.
Man.
Candela Obscura. That sounds fun, you guys.
I really do believe, even though you're all new to here, this is the essence and the spirit of community.
We're at 100 right now, you guys.
This is why we do it.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome
Thanks,
work.
guys.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Absolutely killing it tonight. You guys are fantastic. Blackguard with the
Saturday.
biddies as well.
So there was a pretty high investigation roll.
Investigation. You all gain 10 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
These are merchants.
Fantastic.
Oh, 10 gold pieces. Nice. I like that.
Nice.
From the high investigation roll, you notice that a lot of the crates have got wheat or flour in them. The 6 that you've packed on the back is rations, climbing equipment, just tools and utilities.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay. Are we, guys, are we headed out now? I guess we're not sticking around.
No, we need to get out of here now. Before anybody notices this is crazy.
This
could turn into a volatile situation.
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's go back to the same way we were. Astraea, I trust you leading Buttercup. You seem to have a rapport with Buttercup. Kaelen, I know that you're eagle-eyed with that crossbow, and so you sitting side by side with her is probably a good idea. And I will keep an eye on this pie and back.
I'll pass the other pie
Is
to
there
him then.
any pie left for us?
You've left Maidenshield like 5 hours ago. He's eating all the bloody food.
He's eating all the pies already. This is supposed to be our rations.
I mean, 2 breakfasts, 2 pies.
Second breakfast, second lunch.
I'm doing all right, man. Lunch is coming up.
You hitch up
Sorry.
Buttercup, and she starts to, and as she starts to walk, the wheels of the newly found wagon that you've purchased, well, not purchased, stolen.
Stole.
It's a lot better. It's a lot moving. The other one was a very, shoddy design. These are metal braced wheels around the bottom. It moves a lot smoother on the track, and you're heading up the road. You're sort of going in a sort of northernly east direction.
So we're sort of joining, I guess, diagonally joining the way we were
onto the
going.
road you were.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ah, wow.
Fantastic.
That was a great session, y'all.
That was cool.
I want to take just a moment before we get out of here and say that with all the new people that are in the chat right now, thank you.
Yeah.
Sincerely, thank you.
This has
Something
been a great day.
that a lot of people don't know, okay, is that our DM Jinsler started playing D&D less than 3 months ago.
Yeah.
6.
October?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person playing Kaelen, I believe, started around the same time.
Yep.
Now, Astraea, or Roxy, who plays Astraea, I'm not sure if you had experience or not before.
Played in other in-person campaigns, but that was a
Right.
long time ago.
Right. So what we're having here is we have 3 fairly inexperienced people who aren't just steadily or slowly or steadily making progress into this hobby. Like, they've just embraced it, and the enthusiasm and the engagement, it shows. And
Loving
that's what's going to make the nerds stand out from all the others, is the fact that we all are very passionate about what we do. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone,
Tell
for
your
coming
people.
tonight. It's been amazing. It's been fantastic.
All you new people out there, we've got more than just this campaign going in Nerds. You can actually join our Discord if you want to jump into a
There it is.
game.
There is room
It's
for
like
everyone.
down that way. We also we have another flagship campaign having its episode air tomorrow live. So Power and Prophecy, come check that out. And then
Super
Monday, our newest flagship campaign, Everlorn, will be airing on Monday nights as well. So guys,
You're
we've got
in that one,
lots
aren't
of
you,
content.
Roxy?
I am. I'm playing Lady Rosalind Moonstar.
That's right. I tell you, gang, that Power and Prophecy game, it's a real solid campaign already, and then Everlorn is just starting. So if you really wanted to get in at the beginning of a campaign to be invested in what we're doing, Everlorn, I don't want to diminish Power and Prophecy, but Everlorn's got 1 game session under its belt, and that's
And
it.
if you want to catch up to where we're at
YouTube.
now, just check out our YouTube.
got it all.
All the
Nerds_D&D.
episodes are on there. And
All right,
Jinz,
gang.
don't forget to raid.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, we got a raid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and watch somebody else's stream now. And
Jinsler,
Everybody, hang around. We're gonna
Jinsler.
jump into D&D play.
Jinsler,
Yep.
Astraea, Kaelen, thank you. I've
Awesome.
enjoyed myself
Yeah.
immensely. I feel privileged to be part of this group. I really do.
mini
Aw.
family.
I feel that way too.
Wait,
love,
hold
love.
on. Let's see if I can get a heart.
You got it. There you
He's
go.
jammy. You still got apple pie all over him.
See you later,
right.
guys.
Have a good one,
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.